That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Yeah, broadcasting live from Florida, Europe. I'm in a bad fucking mood, and I'm not in the mood for any of this shit. Sorry, Jeff.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck this shit. You're not even on the screen. Why didn't I do that before? That's how pissy I am. Why did I have this fuck faces picture up here? Let's get you on there. God damn it.
Right. Okay. Get in the zone early. I like it.
Yeah, I am not in a good mood at all. I just got this headache that won't fucking go away. And I'm getting more and more irritating by what I'm hearing. But you know, at first I was like, kind of like, yeah, it kind of sucks for John. I think I even might have said in front of Nick, I felt bad for him a little bit. But now I'm finding out there's so much shit going by. This John Swan story is not over by a long shot, and I think it goes a lot deeper down the rabbit hole than I even know, and I think a lot of people are wondering that behind the scenes too. And we'll see if it comes out. I'm not guaranteeing it will, but I'm pretty sure.
The track record on YouTube shows that stuff always comes out.
Yeah, it does. But here's the thing: like, it's like, you know, I heard Quartering says, you know, he made a mistake and what have you, and I'm all for that. I hate when people make mistakes and we get to cancel stuff. But if you're making moves on top of this shit, trying to fuck people, you're a psychopath. You're a nut job. And you don't deserve defending, and if it can't be canceled, so be it. I don't think this is, I mean, I was listening, like the way he was talking about John Swan, Quartering, he was talking about him in a manner like he only knew him from his public image. Like he's a fucking bastard, man. You know, just 2 weeks before Nick, just before 2 weeks before Nick dropped this bombshell, right? Or really dropped a video defending him. You know, he was taking plenty of shots at fucking Nick publicly. And he would eventually fucking try to screw and cancel Nick. I'm almost convinced of that now. So we'll see how that goes going in the coming future. He's just a fucking bastard. And as more time goes on, the less I feel sorry for the kid. I in fact, I no longer believe, like, I was the one that put this out there first. I was like, look, he probably panicked and then he answered Dream. I don't believe that. I don't think he panicked. I think he saw fucking dollar signs and fame and dopamine. The dopamine overdose is the worst, huh, John? I think he thought, you know what? This is bullshit, but I bet I can make myself a fucking victim out of the situation. That's what I think. I no longer believe it was a panic move. None. It's a fucking parasite. Been feeding off of fucking Nick for months. So, this doesn't make me any fucking happier.
I was going to say, did you feel better after that? But
I wake up to this shit. And this is just the last guy in the world should be chiming in. First of all, I want to know what the fuck this means. And people wonder why a majority of us distance ourselves from the commentary community. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Is it because I know fucking... I was in the NCO with you, James. I know how much cock gobbling John Swan's been doing over there. Remember when you got offended when I said that because I wait for the clout to drip down from guys like you? Remember how offensive that was? Oh, how dare you talk about my friend? It's just a friends group. Yeah, full of people screwing other people. So what the fuck is that supposed to mean? Does that mean, yeah, John's a real bad guy? I don't believe that because you fucking guys are buddies. Or does that mean that Nick did something wrong? And you know what? Fuck a major minority of people. You know, you can't have it both ways, fuck faces. You can't sit there and say, oh, you're covering for this guy. And at the same time, turn that shit down. I'm fucking sick of it. You can't sit there and say, I'm covering for this guy. And at the same time, like you can't say you have no integrity. And at the same time, the truth comes out as soon as we know something. You can't have it both ways. Oh, you're just covering for your buddy. Well, we're doing a pretty shitty job covering for our buddy. So what does it mean, James? Is it John's a really bad guy, and that's why you distance yourself from him? Because I know you don't. Or is it John got snitched on trying to ruin and fuck with other people? And by the way, James, you probably should sit down with Nick. I think it would be a really good idea to have a private chat with him. Oh, he's gonna record me. Don't worry. Let him do all the talking. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? This is why you distance yourself from the guy. Who fucking needs you anyway? You distance yourself because you're doing fucked up shit more than likely. You distance yourself because you don't want to be called out for all the fucking impropriety and corruption that's going on in that fucking house. That's why. You guys are fucked up just like John. You'll screw people just like John. You'll look the other way if your friends are fucking screwing other fucking people. Whether it's my show or Zaptai or Slazo, you just look the fucking other way. Oh, as long as Alex is making me money, yeah, I bet you stay away from the commentary community. I'm absolutely bet. While you sit in your fucking golden throne and fucking make it out like the YouTube royalty types are deplorable. You're deplorable. You're as bad as anybody else. You're a YouTuber. Just a YouTuber. Another one. So what the fuck is this supposed to mean? I got fucking a big lecture by you when Nick exposed the NCO trying to frame Destiny as a goddamn pedophile. And what did I get for that? Oh, I remember. Yeah, I'd like you to take down our interview. You arrogant fuck. I just thought we were on better terms. Clearly not. No, I'm not willing to fucking cover for you. Obviously, you didn't learn a thing back from 2019. Not a goddamn thing. Well, why do you think you're so goddamn important? Because you got a few mil in the bank. You're not the only guy around here that's got money. But you're one of the few that leached off the commentary community like the parasite you and John are. And then all of a sudden act like you're a fucking above it. We don't come around. Stay away, because you know what? I'll fucking bury you. And if you get canceled, I will fucking laugh. I'll laugh my fucking balls off. You know, when Deckard was over here, because you know what? Because here's John Holact. He makes it seem like he would want a relationship or be with some of these 12-year fucking old girls that believe his fucking bullshit. But what he really is, and I'll tell you exactly what he is, he's trolling fucking bars and high-end bars in London looking for pussy as a guy from, and when the night ends, usually a guy from FC Chelsea walks away from his girl. Hey, James, does this look familiar? Let me open this real quick. I wonder if this looks familiar to you at all. YT Studio. Just happens to be my $30,000 a month earning. I'm at the bar. I'm sorry. Did my earnings open? Does that sound familiar? Because that's what, yeah, I know all about that. And I'm sitting there, and you guys act like such fucking women. I'm sitting here with Deckard in the summer of 19, and I'm sitting there, and he's like, everything's like, he's doing this documentary, trying to get his fucking channel off the ground, trying to do everything, and every time I turn around, it's on again. It's off again. Because you girls were getting in a fight. It was hard to watch. That guy could have had a career on YouTube. He was every bit as talented as you assholes. And he would never harbor somebody running around accusing people of rape. Every time I turned around, yes, I guess we're not doing it. Well, maybe we're doing it. Just teasing him the whole time. What would you give a fuck for? You got plenty of money. You're filthy fucking rich. You got a blue check mark. Fuck Deckard. Oh, I promise you, I'll let you film a documentary. And then for the next couple weeks while he's trying to edit, take this out, take that out. Alex said something mean about me. Wah. So as fucked up as the commentary community is, and no one's more aware of that and published it more than I am, and when I do it, you get mad at me. Like I'm some kind of fucking backstabber. Anybody telling the truth around here is no fucking good, according to James Marriott. I got that lecture from Nerd City to look the other way for my own career, and I told him to fuck off. Not James Marriott. He'll sit by while Abnabber, his best friend, is getting screwed, and his buddies run to True Geordie so they can permanently bury him. And then he had a little bit of a conscience, and he ran to fucking Cavos and told him all the fucked up shit was going on, but he couldn't man up for it himself. Don't sit there and act like you're better than the commentary. I've said for years, there is so many leaks in that motherfucking house. And by the way, guess who's the most well-known leak? You! We all know that because you're Randa Cavos. You're a leaker too. Y'all snitching on each other. But as long as you're making fucking money, that's it. As long as you're making money. And I got news for you. That fake breakup was a real breakup until they fucking divvied up the fucking money for the E-Boys. That's what I heard when James got his money. So it doesn't matter. Fucking, is there a child molester on there? Fucking murder? Jeffrey Epstein? Don't matter. James making money. That's my friend. What the fuck is this supposed to mean? You're sitting there fucking judging other YouTubers? You're judging these filthy rich YouTubers while A, you're one of them? And B, you're completely and totally amoral? Who the fuck do you think you are? We don't come around. Good, because I bury you. Bury you. Because all it takes is this. I get it. Nick gets it. Augie gets it. Bobax gets it. Tipster gets it. You're fucked. What kind of fucking man are you?
Person of color.
God damn it. Now I want to fucking close that goddamn thing. Fuck. Ugh. Infuriates the shit out of me.
Well,
Act like you're better than
so
us.
much.
Take my interview down. You didn't learn a thing. You know, here's the fucking funny part. You fucking apologized to me over that. You didn't mean it. You didn't mean it, even though you fucking ratioed me. You're getting too much shit for your little ego to handle. So you fucking wanted me to call the dogs off, even though it's not even a quarter or even 10% of what you called on me, and I don't care because I'm a fucking grown up and I can handle a little hate from 12-year-olds as you dick tease them. Because that's what you are. You're a fucking dick tease. Tried to get a real woman at at a London bar, and they're fucking football players, and who can blame them? You're all except for you, you're all 5'0" and weird looking. And James, here's another reason. What's with the? I heard a lot about hover hands. We're afraid to talk to anybody in a bar. What a pathetic life you have, James. You can't even get close to a fucking woman because you're afraid to get Me Too'd. And I hope you do. I hope you do get Me Too'd. Nobody deserves to be Me Too'd more than James Marriott. And you know what the fuck I'm going to say when it happens? I don't care if it's true or not. Well, there is a power dynamic, isn't there? You don't mind when people's lives are being ruined. You don't mind when their careers are being upheld. If they're okay with you, they can fuck Nick. They can fuck anybody. People wonder why we don't come around anymore. Good! You're a phony! You're a phony! God, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I heard you have some women problems. Because you're weird. And by the way, listen, nothing wrong with it, but you fucking act like you're gay. That's your whole act. You're like teasing a 12-year-old girl. Boy, I might be able to turn this gay man straight. While you chase some fucking whore down in London. Stretching out your phone. And all you're culpable, Tombstone Teeth, George, all of yous. As long as you're making money, you're fucking whores. You're not better than us. You're worse. 100 times worse. God damn it. Where do you get this from? People wonder why you don't come around. You don't come around because you're corrupt. And you expect people like me to fucking go, oh my God, he's got 1 million subs. And not do the right thing. So Nick's the bad guy, I guess. Oh, let me guess. No. I was talking about John Swan. He's a bad guy. Bullshit. You guys have been buddies for years. Unbelievable. And people wonder why I did that. I'm just reading up on everything. This reminds me of 2017 when I lived in Spain. Yeah, nice. Floating your wealth around. What a jerk off. And my YouTube career was entirely based around the commentary community on Twitter. It really wasn't. You tried it. It didn't work. You changed it up. And I'll give you a little credit. You made it a little interesting. You try not to be as negative. But you were whoring on it as well. And by the way, if you didn't do that, nobody would know who the fuck you were. And then you switch gears. And then you look the other way on your friend ruining people's fucking lives. And then even your best fucking friend, your best friend, you had a conscious moment for just a second. And you fucked that up too. Because it was about money. Money. That's all it's about with you. You got nothing. I wouldn't fucking take a dime for you. I would take $1 million in your bank if I had to end up like you. Because all you guys end up in my fucking news feed. Every one of you end up in my news feed doing something fucked up because you didn't get developed in high school. And James, I'm betting a woman fucks you over. I am betting that's coming. I've just been reading up, and it reminds me of Spain. My YouTube career was highly based in the commentary community on Twitter. The shit was, that shit was everything to me. You fucking switched gears before you got hit 100K. What are you talking about? And it's probably one of the saddest periods of my life. Oh, really? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, instead of you're getting your dick sucked, you had to suck everybody else's dick. Maybe that's why you fucking feel bad for John. He only screwed his way to the top too, apparently. Yeah, there's more coming on him. I'm sure of it. Some people definitely thrive in that space. I could respect that. I realized what I wrote. I just never worked for me, and it wouldn't surprise me if it burned others out. I'm still here, and their mental health. Your mental health. People that fucking bitch about their mental health are fucking weak. And it's usually, it's the weakness. It's not that they're having a hard time. It's a cop-out because of what they can't handle. They bit off more than they could chew. So they throw mental health out there. Jesus Christ, I've been through a war, divorce, up and down. I never fucking bitch out like you guys. It's fucking easy. You're just a fucking weak man. And what gives you the right to sit there and look down on the fucking people on the step that you climbed up to become a multi-fucking millionaire? So I'd like to know, do you stay away from the commentary because Nick's a snitch? And he's busted your friends multiple fucking times? I say that's good journalism. Or are you staying away from it because, yeah, you always knew John was a bad guy, even though he's been cobbling your cock? James Marriott, he's better than you, but you're not better than me. You're just a fraud that's afraid of criticism. You're just a fraud that counts as pennies. You will work with anybody. God damn. If Will and A was running around London beating people with tombstones, you'd look the other way. Well, I don't know. I think he's doing it, but I'm not really sure. And I'll disavow when he gets caught. Unbelievable. And I don't, you know what? Your apology was bullshit. No stand on anything. Even when your fucking boys get screwed. What the fuck is that in my beard? What kind of man are you? Fucking acting gay? That's just for the 12-year-old fat girls, huh? Jesus Christ, that's another thing I want to bring up. You attract the most unattractive looking girls and women I've ever seen in my life. And I know you know that. But hey, it pays the bills. God, you ever see Alex take a picture with those slobs at VidCon?
No, because he photoshops them out.
I wonder what James' fans look like. I like the tall one. I like the greasy tall one. Jesus Christmas. I am red hot, man. Who the fuck do you think you are? You really think you're better than other people? Who talks like that? When I was living in Spain. Jesus Christ, you're like a British stereotype that everybody hates. That's why the Irish hate you. Oh, is he going to Spain? When I was in Morocco, I was thinking to myself, gosh, boy, has iDubbbz fallen off. Oh, let me go back and do my act. I'm going to act really, really fucking gay and turn a bunch of 12-year-olds on. All right, that's over. I'm going to go to the bar and get some broad that's out of my league. Oh, she left again. Oh, big black guy plays for Chelsea. Ah! Oh, maybe if I just fish a little. Oh, love. Oh, you saw I made 30K last month. I didn't mean to do that. I don't like to brag when I'm in Spain.
You know, Tommy, it's getting a little hot in here. I'm just gonna,
Yeah. Unbelievable. So I'm interested. What did you mean? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't respond to your little YouTubers. You know what? Then don't. Then shut the fuck up. Why don't you do what you did last time? Stick your neck out and start telling people, they go, oh, remember we fucking exposed them trying to pin Destiny? And your whole thing was, well, I don't know anything about that, but you, Tommy, you're a fucking jerk for talking down to my fucking friends. Your friends are pieces of shit. And they have either come over to my side or have they continued to be pieces of shit. And maybe you're just the prime example is the only way to make the really big money on YouTube is just to be a backstab and looking the other way scumbag. That's why I put you in a picture with Jeffrey Epstein. I'm not saying you're a kid toucher. I'm saying you look the other way. It's just a metaphor. Because you got fucking Alex right there. And I know all you guys fight like dogs for money. They all hate each other. But he'll do no, James Marriott can take one for the team, can he?
Fighting like dogs might be generous. I think that's a little too tough for him.
Keem has taught me nothing. Always be evil. No, he did. I can't stand to do it. How about that? The same way Nick can't stand to put out false information. Fucking John Swan was so stupid. He thought, well, look, he already came out and defended me. He'd just be embarrassing himself if he admitted he was wrong. That's the pillage his bridge was built on. And it collapsed big. That is the biggest commentary implosion in history. Nothing comes close. The only thing that really comes close as far as embarrassment is concerned is James Charles' situation. I don't think there'll be a redemption arc, considering he confessed. Let's look at another loser.
Oh, who we got?
Hey, Lieutenant Cobra, stop. Here's the thing. If you want to talk to me down and sort this thing out that we supposedly have, here's all you have to remember. End your life. That's my answer for everything. Kill yourself! I don't want to talk to you! You lying sack of shit! Why do you keep admitting in private you fucking called my kid a Nazi? And you made an entire fucking video saying that I didn't have any proof. Fucking saw it and deleted it. But every time you talk to somebody fucking private. So, Cobra's got an interesting rationale for watching everybody tear each other apart because, of course, he was complicit in this shit. Here we go. Let's let Bovax do the work.
Lieutenant Cobra tweeted out, due to the fact that John's come out about the Dream situation, it's probably about time I stated why I defended John despite knowing what actually happened.
I'm a complete snake and a piece of shit. Oh, he's not going to say that.
Harley TBS is a pretty cringe kid, and was messaging John.
Did you like that? He goes right after the fucking Harley. So we're supposed to be, all right, Harley, he's pretty cringe. We had to fuck with him. No, you really didn't have to fuck with Harley.
Not really. No, that's not how that works. No.
You didn't have to fuck with Harley.
No, you didn't have to be a cunt. You didn't have to be
about Dream. So I thought it would be funny if John pretended he was good friends with Dream and sent Harley Dream's Discord account, in which it was me on the account. It was simply.
You know what really gets me about that thing too? Apparently there's a whole thing in there. Willie told me about it. They all goof on smaller YouTubers, which I don't necessarily have too much of a problem with. But you know, coming from people like John and people like James Marriott and those types, they resent other commentators. They hated this fucking kid. And these kids that are really that much into it, they look up to people like John Swan, who at the time had like 3,000 or 5,000 subs or whatever the fuck it was. So they're like, oh, wow, here's somebody we can step on because we're not on the ladder. You know, honestly, you fucking with this kid, this is pretty fucking fitting. Now that I'm thinking
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
This is fucking this might be the greatest karma sandwich of all time.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I can see why they picked on him. But let's take time out of my day after sucking off people in the NCO chat to fuck with this kid. And I'm not saying, oh, whatever, fuck with the kid, whatever. But you didn't know he actually had contact with Dream because apparently Dream talks to fucking everybody. And came back and bit you. So he's pretty cringe. That's a justification. Here we go.
Just to troll Harley for shits and giggles. It was quite a while ago, but I remember John telling Dream it
was it really shits and giggles? Wait a minute, whoa. That's not true either. That's a lie too. Because didn't Harley come on here and said that Cobra and him had a thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it wasn't for shits and giggles.
Yeah,
Really
like
hated the fucking guy. That's a lie. Don't fucking talk to people trying to come to me off button the mic. I don't like you, and I only wish the worst for you. I mean that. Make 100 videos about you being a child and me wanting you to get hit by a Mack truck. Make 7,000 of them. I don't care. It had no effect on how I feel about you. Now you want to come to me privately and have a talk and talk it out? You admit to everybody you're a fucking liar. You lied to Tipster to fucking do a video on me? You lying sack of shit. And then you're lying right in this goddamn tweet right now. You had it in for that kid. Here's another thing. Weren't they saying he was 16 this time last year? And now all of a sudden he's 18?
I don't know. All the fucking days together now.
He's 18 now. Wait a minute. What the fuck old was he last year? What do you think? I said horrible things about a child. Ironic we're doing Bobacks.
And I think I told John this, I would have just told Dream the truth, because it was a nothing burger. But I think John just sort of panicked because he's quite uptight.
I no longer believe that. I think that's the fucking line. And you know where he got that? You know where he got that fucking thing? Because John's such a parasite. That was fucking me and Willie Mack's theory.
Like this. And of course, because of this, I never came out to
And one of the reasons I no longer believe this shit is shit I'm hearing. It goes much deeper. And I hope it comes out.
Tell the truth, because I'm not going to backstab a good friend over something so insignificant. I'm sorry if you're disappointed in me not telling everyone the truth or what. I'm just hoping you can understand morally why I never came forward. Okay, now back to funny tweets. And if you're more concerned over the idea that me and John would troll Dream, then I take full...
Nobody wants that. It's what the lie did, stupid. Nobody cares about the kid being trolled. Nobody. I mean, I think I care a little more than I did because I know it's bullshit that you're just doing it for shits and giggles. Because you had a thing with that guy and you dragged John into it. Boy, everybody that hangs around Lieutenant Cobra, something bad happens to them, huh? Hey, I have an idea, commentary community. Stop hanging out with Lieutenant Cobra. I started letting him hang around. He starts fucking making fun of my kid because he has blonde hair and he's German and he has an accent. And that turned into, and then the moment I went back at him, oh, I'm just a child in school. How dare you old man, make fun of me. Fuck you, kill yourself.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm going to have a private chat with Tommy. Fuck you! You're a fake. You're a fraud.
Not how that works.
God, you're not even good enough to get as big as John to fucking fall that hard. We'll talk about the lowest common denominator with his fucking videos. Pedo. Can't make fun of me. I'm a kid. Can't make fun of me. I'm a kid. Pedo. How come you didn't go after James Marriott? That was a funny thing about the NCR. Everybody remember that one? Oh, I do. Everybody's setting up Just Destiny in there. John being one of them. And going after Just Destiny's thumbnails, but no, one of our own members was doing the same shit. We all looked the other way on fucking Marriott's fucking scandally clad fucking 11-year-olds. But not Just Destiny. And you know why? Because he wasn't in our clique. He was in Scrubby's clique. That's why.
It's a lot easier to lie than go against the grain.
Yeah. No, because it's not about lying. It's not about fucking victims of pedophilia. It's about building your fucking YouTube channel. And since Cobra's an absolute total no talent, he has to go the pedo route. He has to go the low cut. He's got nothing to say, and he knows it. That's one thing I sort of respect out of him. He knows he's got nothing. Absolutely nothing. He's a parasite. Like John, like the rest of them, like Marriott. They're all parasites. Some of them get to be big bugs, others get stepped on.
Responsibility on that matter because it was my idea. Thank you to YouTubers who have muted me on Twitter, but I've been talking about the sex mod I was developing. Willie Mack Show responds to him by saying, dude, your credibility is zero and has been for years. You could have owned up on RFC when I directly asked if it was you and John, but you lied. Nice, man.
Yeah, what about that? Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I get a comment when I was fucking starting to doubt, I bet if I went to my thing right now, didn't I get a comment on the stream verse I did from somebody saying that Lieutenant Cobra had already debunked all the points that I made on RFC? Didn't I get that? You did more than just cover up for your friend because you didn't want to be a backstabber. You actively went out and shielded him. So everything here is bullshit. You went on RFC and said the Dream was full of shit, knowing that he wasn't. This had reverberations all over the place. With my crew, with Willie. No, nobody should give you a second chance. You should never give it a chance in the first place. You should actively avoid this person. Do not collab with him. Do not help him. He'll fuck you as soon as he can. This is a guy that you have to pay him to get something out of him. With the Destiny thing, when the commentary community was shifting the other way, away from Destiny and towards Keemstar, he was quick to try to screw Keemstar. Fucking Nick had to flip him a couple bucks. No problem there. I'll take that, you little shit. Unbelievable. Lieutenant Cobra, everybody. The future of commentary England. All right, speaking of another fucking dipshit. A lot of assholes from the UK these days.
Yeah,
I just want to say thank
who we got now?
to all of you that have messaged me today. If you're a new subscriber, it's like old news. Like, it's not really important. But I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who has seen the light.
You weren't vindicated, bitch. You weren't vindicated. John was destroyed. What is your argument for fucking flagging people? What is your argument for copyright theft? Here's my argument. Dream. John Swan. I like how she's... I thank you for all the apologies she got in the tweet. I love that. That's my personal fucking favorite. No one could have apologized to you because anybody ever fucking criticized you was blocked. Oh my God, Susie Lou. I mean, who said that? Who fucking said that?
Yeah, can we see one?
John Swan's a real piece of shit that's willing to lie about Dream, and we have evidence. That means everything he said about me was a lie, even though the things he said about you could be proven with your own content, your own behavior, and on Augie's RFC. So everything everybody said about you. So wait a minute. If John Swan said the same thing as Quartering, who has not been proven to be a liar yet, then I can still believe the Quartering because he hasn't been canceled? What kind of fucking logic is this? What kind of kids are you raising in that fucking country?
I guess, who has been apologizing to me.
Sure.
Because obviously it's finally started to come out that Mr. John Swan is a nasty liar.
What is happening?
Okay, he lied. Did he lie about you? That's the important part.
And I told you guys this a long time ago, but nobody wanted to hear it.
Nobody wanted to listen. She thinks this is going to turn her shit around. That's so funny. That's so funny. Going? That is so funny.
Now my DMs today on Instagram have been crazy. And I just want to say thank you so much.
You delete critical comments and block everybody. You would have much more criticism had you not blocked it. It's such a fucking joke. It's a pure fucking joke. I'll take phone calls. I don't even want to be on that much longer. I'm so fucking irritated. It's infuriating. It's infuriating.
35 minutes.
These snakes. You know, and another message to people that think everybody in the commentary community say, I'm talking to YouTubers, all right? Look, when you ignore the signs and these guys kind of bite you, you can't sit there and blame the commentary community. It's like blaming the world for all your fucking problems. Watch how they treat other people. Watch those interactions and then say, and don't just say to yourself, well, he never did it to me. Well, eventually they will. Repeat fucking behaviors tend to repeat themselves. So if he's treating even somebody you don't like, they're treating somebody you don't like shit, think to yourself, maybe if you got the chance, he would do the same thing to me. This is going up to YouTubers in general. Because nobody seems to, and I'm guilty of this too. Nobody seems to care, especially the Ian Miles Chung situation. Nobody seems to care until they get bit. And a lot of times, even other YouTubers look at people's public personas and that's who they are. Now, judge them the way you deal with them offline. That is the best way to do it. Is the chat that bad?
What?
Yeah. All right. Serial, you're on here. Hello.
What's going on?
How can I help you?
Just wanted to say, Susie Lou, still a fucking bitch. Right? Back to James. You telling me he's not gay?
No, he's not. Not even a little bit.
I thought he was.
Not. I've heard stories about him fucking crying about not being able to pick up women because he's afraid to get me too.
Really?
No, he's not gay at all. He acts it, but he's not.
Jeez.
He's not
What
gay
a
at all.
facade.
They'll all sit there and fucking
Yeah,
worry. Can you imagine going through life like that, being a young man with lots of money and just terrified to make a move? Not only because you're a fuck up in high school and you don't know how to get along with anybody, but the one thing that probably can get you to meet lots of women you can't even use because you're afraid to lose it because you're just a money hoarding prick. Imagine that.
Not a way to live. Tell you what.
Fuck that. I'd rather be poor.
Yeah.
You know, I really get a fucking kick about guys like John Swan and James Marriott and all these guys telling other people how to live and what's important in relationships and power. They haven't lived a day. They haven't learned. You'd figure you make all that money and excuse me. You figure you make all that fucking money, you would get a lot more life's experience faster.
But
They're terrified. They're fucking terrified. Some of that's society's fault. But Jesus Christ, man. I mean, I remember I went my whole fucking 20s. I'm never getting married, man. Fucking women. Fuck women. And then I just came to the conclusion, am I really going to be fuck all women in my 40s? And who's going to want to fuck me in my 40s with that attitude? Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody. So here's what I thought. I'm going to get married. Better than average chance I'll get divorced. What is it, 75% chance?
Oh, it's huge.
It's huge. You wouldn't if you had what is it? You have a 1 in 4 chance or no, it's 3. So it's 3 out of 4. So 4 fucking parachutes in the airplane don't work. One of them work. Would you jump out of the airplane with those odds? No. But I didn't want to be that guy. Oh, fuck all women. I see it with the young guys. I see it with fucking Turkey Tom, and it's a bit of an act with Augie, but. You don't want to be. It's okay to be that way now, I guess. Probably a good time to get over it. Before your 30s. So I got married, and if I get divorced, I get divorced. Guess what happened?
Yeah.
I got divorced. I lost everything, every fucking thing. Everything I earned, everything I worked with, every dime I got from Iraq, everything I built. I went to the army to try to change my life around. I did, and every single dime was taken away from me. But that doesn't happen. No baited. No shot from the point. No you. So that's another way to look at it. So I got remarried. And it's okay.
No, I think I'd rather risk it than put up some facade. I hate women. I'm never gonna get married. This, that,
Well, he doesn't hate women.
What are you doing? You're just sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah, just bitching. Because we used to see these guys. Me and my ex-wife used to see these guys. Because when I met my wife, I was in my mid-30s, right? So, and she was in her late 20s, early 30s. And we would go to these bars, and there's this guy there. They're in their late 40s, and they're trolling for pussy. And it looks pathetic. Yeah. I mean, you guys get mad at me whenever I even talk about girls. Oh man, still like sex. Yeah. Well, imagine this 50-year-old guy actually trolling. I'm making jokes. I'm out of the picking up broads business. Long time now, almost 10 years. I met Andy in 2012. Fucking, it's a long time. The same broad. But we get by.
Hey, at least you got someone.
Yeah, well, we get by. There's more important things than that shit.
All right.
You know, and if I had to
Keep
guess,
up
Marriott's
this
trying to
comment.
check, you know, that super hot chick. And she's only going over fucking, she's trying to get a footballer. She's only going on with him if everybody else leaves.
Yeah, no, keep up good streams, man. Love watching.
Take care, Cyril. Bye-bye.
See you.
Bomb Master. You're on the air.
Okay, so Susie, John lying in this situation doesn't change the fact that you have a massive forehead.
We can't do that.
Nothing
We can't do it.
come
They
on.
changed the rules. They changed the rules. We can't do it. Sorry, Bomb Master. Do you have anything else to say?
Also, Def Noodles is happy now, but I can't wait to see his reaction when Kavos drops that video.
I can't wait till Def Noodles gets in a similar situation with John, and I don't know anybody that acts like him that hasn't gotten nailed eventually. I tell you, write it down. Def Noodles' day is coming. He should not be dancing right now.
Oh, no.
I tell you something. Don't be surprised if John is able to make his comeback through a Def Noodles fucking complete collapse. Because everybody will be not mad at John anymore. Enough time would have went by, a year or so, and it would just be funny to hear John's voice on that killer Def Noodles video.
That's a lot
that
of money, I
fucking
guess,
turns everything
for a
around.
person of color.
But see, Def Noodles, he's from Normie Land, and he had to fucking settle for YouTube. He has no idea that can happen to him. Too high on dopamine, just like John. Too high. Can't handle the dopamine. So his day's coming.
See that.
Especially if he's hanging around Pescator. That's the best. It's like a Trojan horse.
Oh, that's just a ticking time
Yeah,
bomb.
that's-
no,
that's-
pun, no pun intended.
That's a Trojan
It's
horse
gonna
and a half.
happen. It's inevitable.
Yeah. All right, Bomb Master, get out of here.
See ya.
I think Def Noodles undoing is inevitable. Absolutely.
That'll happen.
It'll probably, if I had to guess, it'll probably come within his own community, though. It's probably nothing we can do. Because people listen to Def Noodles don't necessarily listen to us.
Yeah.
We got the based fans. They got the cancel culture fans. You know, so, you know, I don't have too many fans like, oh my God, you said autismo.
It's
what's
a
that?
cancer. They'll eat themselves.
Yeah, eat themselves. He'll say something fucking, he'll try to do a joke. It won't land. It'll sound kind of racist. And
then satire won't work.
No, I can work with them because they don't even count. The satire doesn't count in those fucking cancel culture types. It doesn't even work. Like it doesn't matter. You said the N-word. It doesn't matter if you said in context or a context of something that wasn't hateful.
Matter.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in your world.
Nah, it doesn't. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm willing to give your accuser the benefit of the doubt because of the power dynamic.
Should you get canceled for that? No, probably not. But if it happens to you,
yeah, he's giving you stories for now. Or here's another thing: fucking Pescator could run to us. I'd never do that. Those guys fucked me. Not if you piss him off bad enough.
if you piss him off, I mean,
He tried to get Key back for years, and for some reason he tried to get me back after we supposedly settled everything.
put chat in slow mode.
Yeah. Oh Jesus. Whatever.
We made it about 40 minutes before it got completely AIDS.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So I'd say that's a win.
Maybe this time he'll allow it. Well, whatever. John's gonna be moving out of that house soon anyway. You're welcome, Toxic.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's time to give out a few more mods.
Yeah.
Fuck. Hey,
Be like the
could
old,
happen to
be
me
like the
too.
old, be like the old Augie RFC days. Everybody's a mod.
Yeah. Sad boy. Did your mic work?
No, he's sad.
Hello.
Hello, sad. boy.
Hello.
Hey, sad.
Yo, so I just wanted to like talk like with the whole like. Do you guys remember back in the day? What was his name? Oh, I forgot his name now.
Well, thanks for calling.
Thank you for the riveting call.
I tried to remember the guy's name, but I felt like this was funny because this ties in like this hasn't happened once, this hasn't happened twice, this has happened so many times.
Who are you talking about?
The whole like people lying and getting caught up later on down the line.
Oh, it's happens to everybody. Not even lying, just like laughing about somebody getting canceled and getting canceled yourself. That's really what I'm talking about. Yeah, it happened to me.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, I guess,
Happened to me.
for a person of color.
I got it. Let me give you an idea how addictive this shit is, right? If I had brains, but I wasn't so high on dopamine, when Keem freaked out, kicked me out of baited, I should have kept my mouth shut and just said, "Sorry you feel that way, Keem," and he would have looked like the biggest fucking bastard, right? And like, look, that would have been the real YouTuber way, because the whole game is start shit and make it look like the other guy started it. I could have easily done that, but there's two things. I was pissed off the way he's treating Clown, and I got it in my head that I could take out a 1 million sub YouTuber at 30,000 subs. That's how high this shit makes you. I really believe that. I've done it before. I remember saying that to Dave. I've done this before with guys that are bigger. I can do it again. Not that time. So that's how insane. That's how insane this stuff can make you. This social media, and somebody had pointed out, like, I remember John really started like taking off, like the constant meme posting, being up all fucking night, constantly sucking his own dick. I simp for Jessix. Sorry, winner chicken. Exactly. I simp for.
Yeah.
I'm in love with her.
The rest of you are gonna have to donate a lot more money.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
She's my
for
e-girlfriend.
a person of color.
She's my pretend
Read
e-girlfriend.
what Core said.
What did she say? If you were single, you'd date Jeff.
What?
Jessix. No, she's married. Don't do that to her. She would date me anyway.
Yeah.
No, but that
Core.
Tommy's simp from the point. Yeah, I'll simp for you any day of the week, sweetheart. You're a funny girl. You're gonna start watching Warrior streams too. Yeah. I'd really like. You know what, Jessix? Would you be willing to talk to one of my friends about, like, and she's another female streamer, about maybe like going over content on Twitch and maybe giving her a couple pointers? I have a friend named Diva, and I love her, and I think she's talented, and
That's
I think she has
money,
a
I
big,
guess, for a person of
monstrous
color.
personality, and she could take a joke, and she's pretty. I wonder if you would sit her down and say, you should try this, try that, try the other thing.
Such a simp.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
She's the coolest. All right, Sad Boy, what were we talking about? I'm kind of off right now. I'm now in a good mood also.
I couldn't remember the name of the YouTuber from. This was like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. But I couldn't remember his name, but I just remember the whole John Swan situation with that. Just remembering like how downhill this went, but then that YouTuber never came on accountability. And I was like, whoa.
I'll tell you what. If you remember the name, come back to waiting. Go into check if your mic works, and I'll pull you in. All right.
All right.
All right, man. No, and I'll know it's you. I know you remember. Just go into checking your mics work. All right, and I'll pull you back in.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
All right.
Well, I'm now almost in a good mood. You know why? Because I got all my anger out. Acme stuff out here. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
You're fucking it up.
Hello. Hello,
You're
love.
fucking it up.
How you doing there, buddy?
How you doing? Exactly.
Wait.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Were you slow?
I don't know. Sorry, my text all messed up.
Yeah.
Talk about James Marriott
What
and
about
how he's literally just gonna fuck himself over with.
Oh yeah, this is H3. Got it.
Yeah.
He's not gonna. He's too high up. You can't touch him.
I feel
Or
like,
somebody in London some girl broad will probably fuck him over one day, and I'll laugh.
No, I feel like I'm Alex. Well,
or that
you
would
gotta
be,
know all
that
of those
would
guys
be,
in the E-Boys house are celibate because they're terrified of I'm Alex.
I heard there's some truth in that. I've heard that he's made threats to more people about exposing them for underage stuff, even though it was like horse shit that have never come forward. I'll tell you this. There's somebody I know that's a victim of him that's been in and out of the hospital for years.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. But they don't want to come forward.
So I think that like they think they're sort of safe. They're banking on that Alex never grows bigger than them. It's like, what if Alex got invited to like the Sidemen? He would ditch them. They're like, okay, we're million sub YouTubers. He can't get bigger than us. There's no way. And on one day it's gonna happen, and they're just gonna be shitting bricks.
I don't
it's
know.
going to be even scarier for them.
If you're using the Sidemen as a metaphor, maybe. No, they'll all ditch each other. They have no loyalty to each other. The only guy that seems to be sort of okay is Memulus. But he looks the other way, too.
I used to watch Memulus like in 2018.
Memulus is a smart, really smart YouTuber, but he will look the other way on this shit, and he will continue though as long as Marriott puts his fucking foot in his mouth all the time because he's not that bright. Because he's one of these guys that prepped himself for be a YouTuber and YouTuber only. If YouTube didn't work for him, he'd be in trouble.
We learned to invest.
Well, maybe.
I think that's the biggest advice.
Well, Marriott probably is good with money, but doesn't make it decent and doesn't even make it that smart. I mean, how smart do you think Trump is? He was good for money for a long time. Jesus. Here's another thing I noticed with Brains. Brains does not make you a good person. Brains does not make you an effective leader. Brains does not mean you're going to make money. No, the idea is brains will equal it. Now, here's what brains are. Who learns faster? It's like being able to run fast. Usain Bolt runs fast because something in his DNA.
You can't just have brains.
Brains just means you learn something faster than the next guy. That's it. That's all it is.
You have to be able to put into action.
Some guys, look, I've met really dumb people that can fucking speak like 5 languages. Some people have knacks for shit. And some people are really smart and can learn 5 languages and, become big shot mathematicians and what have you. Those guys have fucking mega brains. But James not that bright. He probably believes all the fucking bullshit he, repeats. All these fucking like tropes and cliches and everything else to make him sound like, well, if I say this, I'll sound important and smart. No, you don't. You just sound like you're repeating the shit in the news. For some fucking activist speak.
Let's say that Alex does exactly what we think he's going to do. He's going to accuse somebody.
Alex has been warned. He's not going to do shit. He's been told by the rest
If he did, do you think anybody like from the commentary would come to bat for whoever he accused? Like if he said something about Marriott,
probably couldn't. We've buried Alex so hard it probably couldn't in good conscience. But we could laugh about it. All right, thanks for the call, Acme. Appreciate it.
All right, bye.
I feel like this guy.
Can we change his name to H3H32?
He does sound like H3 a little bit.
Yeah.
Robbie B3, you're on the air. I feel like you.
Hello. I wanted to ask if Alex does respond, what do you think he's gonna do?
He's not gonna do a thing.
If he does anything,
he's been told not. He's told by the E-boys not to do a fucking thing. Period. On anything controversial. He almost got himself.
Do you think?
What?
Do you think any of the other E-boys are gonna do anything?
No, they're all making money. They don't. These guys aren't stand on principle. They're amoral.
Fair.
They're YouTubers. That's it. And they're really good at it as far as like the money part.
Yeah.
From what my sources told me, Alex, when he did the accusation on Perez Hilton, he was sat down and was told, "This is your last chance." That's what I'm genuinely. I have no reason not to believe that. None.
Yeah. I hope he stops at this point. It's getting annoying.
Marriott was just mad because Marriott was mad because he does have friendships. They are important to him, but he's like cliquish. So anybody outside his friend zone, well, they can go fucking die. But John was in his zone. He did this with me. He stuck up for all those jackasses in there that fucking screwed Just Destiny. And the only reason they screwed Just Destiny is because Scrubby and Destiny and who's the other kid that Scrubby used to hang out with? They were
Cyrus.
They were a certain type of Cyrus. Yeah. They were reaction commentators, and those guys were artists. They're artists. These are reaction commentators. I'm different. That was the whole thing. That's why I hated them. That Destiny had done some shady stuff. By the way, Just Destiny has switched to crime content. It's amazing. It's better than anything he's ever done in the past. Really? He's a spectacular narrator, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It's really, really good. And I'm not just saying that because I'm friendly with the guy, all right? Just Destiny is making first-class crime content. First class. Now, he sounds like a YouTube commentator, right? But he mixes enough fact. Yeah. And I'm a crime guy. That's all I watch. His stuff is some of the better shit on YouTube. It's amazing. He finds really bizarre crime stories that are not necessarily like the Zodiac or Ted Bundy or stuff like that. A lot of local stuff. Good shit. Bet this guy just killed his neighbor in New Jersey over TikTok. Fucking great video.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's a great video, though. It's super entertaining. Yeah, this guy killed his neighbor over TikTok.
That's pretty gay.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's pretty gay.
No, it's not what you think. It's not berating girls. It's not different. He long dropped the Marriott Act. And he's doing like quality, more adult stuff, but it still has that you're the young YouTuber's voice, but he's not like going, dude, or that's fucked up or anything. It's
no,
good.
I'm not saying the content is gay. I'm saying that the fact that some dude killed another dude over fucking TikTok. That's
dude, it went on for like a fucking year. Guy was in the army too. He was in the reserves. Great fucking video.
Do the crimes like always relate to social media?
I don't think so. No, I think what happened was that video did incredibly well. It's not like I'm watching a lot of Just Destiny videos, but consider I watched so much crime, it ended up in my recommended just out of sheer coincidence, and I was totally blown away. Amazing video.
I like Dateline and stuff too. I used to.
All right, imagine Dateline NBC. Imagine Dateline or 48 Hours, whatever it is, with a YouTuber vibe, with like old school commentary YouTuber vibe.
They actually did have that.
That would be really cool.
It's really good. I'm not just blowing smoke. I no longer. I stopped this after the Marriott days, where I just put guys on to the NCO hoping they do well. Now when I say fucking, I really like content. Now I might put somebody on that my content I won't like, but if I'm talking to you like I am right now, I believe in his content and I think it's really, really good.
Let me speak.
Highly recommend. I'm not getting a fucking dime for.
Were there any other e-boys that were in the NCO?
Yes. Marriott.
Oh. Meaningless?
I don't think so.
I genuinely
no. I met Meaningless once. No, I don't think he's ever involved. I think Alex went over there and sucked him off. Alex was never in there. I'm trying to think.
I always forget that he was even like close.
Now Marriott kind of got adopted over there, probably through iNabber. I don't want. They were in the Retard Brotherhood, the CDL. See, there was the Brotherhood, which I affectionately named. Those are the guys who passed judgment on Zaptai, and then that broke up. That was a Skype chat, and then it became the CDL. That was the Retard Brotherhood. Me and Tro got kicked out of there because we went against a popular narrative. Like literally, just like yeah, I kind of like that YouTuber. Bang, me and Tro were both gone. I forget exactly what it was. I'd like to talk to him again. Tro, I'm gonna be giving you a call pretty soon. I think we got to shoot the shit, and I'm not over this shit. Shoot the shit. Yeah.
Thank you for letting me on. I'll leave.
All right, get out of here. Bye.
See ya.
I'm in a good mood. I'm gonna go to the pay chat after the show too. Now I'm in a good mood. Thank you. It's all because of you guys. Who else would I pick?
Angry C to Happy C.
I'm Happy C. Patriarchy, whatever your name is. Roto, go. Go.
Okay. Well, I have a message for James Marriott.
Yes.
On how to talk.
Hey, Ram. How you doing?
Hey, what's up? Well,
Brother.
here's what you do, James. First, you find a woman that you like. You go up to her. You say, "Hi, hello, how are you?"
And say and beg her not to go with the better-looking Arab guy in London.
No.
You guys are coming over to Europe and snatching up all these white bitches, and you know what? I'm out of the game. It just makes me laugh. I like it.
No, you just say how much. You either get slapped or she gives you a price. You pay whatever she says. That's it.
She says 5 camels.
I'd marry her for 5 camels.
Yeah.
5 camels. That's a good woman.
That's a steal. Yeah, that's me.
That's a steal. Yeah, it's a steal. All right. So, 5 camels. Thanks, bro. Thanks for the call. Bye-bye. He's a good guy. I like that guy.
Yeah.
Me too, dude.
Yeah.
Good dude.
I sniff Sharpies. That's a good name.
Hey, thanks. So about Susie Liu, I called her out on Twitter about her shit.
Block you?
Yeah, and I got blocked. Yeah, she blocked me real quick, and I wasn't shit talking or anything. I just pointed out how she.
You pointed out like this proves nothing.
Yeah, like this proves nothing. I just said, what are you even talking about? This has nothing to do with how you got exposed. All this tweet does is prove you were an opportunistic leech. So maybe I went a little bit too nuclear, but
yeah, that's pretty. But that's the thing. I don't believe her thing that everybody apologized to her. How can everybody apologize to her? Any criticism gets blocked.
yeah, no, Gary, no, she's fucking. Yeah,
No, you're harassing her. That's what that is.
Yeah, I gotta harass the femoid sometimes. That's just how it's gotta work.
She doesn't care about that. Most of these people that use like the cancel culture words, like even like the pedo, they don't care anything about victims or anything else. It's just a fucking tool. It's a tool to seem important. Like you give a shit. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, she's a fucking lizard woman. She's
you know I don't give a shit about women's issues. You know why?
Why?
Not a woman. Don't care.
Fair enough.
There you go. Damn. Well,
don't give a fuck. But what about your daughter? Well, I'll deal with her issues as they come along. But I don't give a fuck. And you know what? I'm not going to sit there and pretend.
There was this and the guy in the comments of my tweet, there was this random guy named Israel Romeo Garcia who said frog avatar after 1/6, hell after 11-3. That's all he said.
This guy's
I agree.
I don't know what the fuck that means, but I got my profile picture on Discord.
Mikey Mitch.
One of my Twitter.
Is John even Australian? Do you lie about that too? Petition to send him to Christmas Island. Mikey Mitch. Hey, Mikey, how you been? Give me a call sometimes. I haven't heard from you. I thought you quit. Yeah, maybe. Anyone who makes fun of Susie Lou's... I can't even... I don't want to go that route because I don't want to...
Well, it's going to pop up. It's going to pop up.
You read that shit when it pops
anyway.
up. I can't encourage that. It's the rules.
What do you think was... I got a question. What do you think was John's, like... Why did you think he chose Dream as his sort of...
I think he saw dollar signs. I think he saw dollar signs and clout. I can pull this off without anybody finding out it's bullshit.
That's a lot of money.
The beginning of the timeline for this, was that... when was this? How many years ago was when...
literally almost a year to the day. February 8th, 2020.
Yeesh. Okay, so Dream was pretty popular then, right?
No, see, I no longer believe he panicked.
Really?
It's because of some things I know behind the scenes. I no longer believe he panicked. I did say that, and that's what I theorized, and that's what Willie Mack. I don't know. It'd be interesting to hear if Willie Mack still believes that after what he knows. I no longer believe that.
Is that what you're talking about? Do you think that's going to come out eventually?
I don't know.
Or is that
I don't know how much difference it's going to make either. I don't know. It's going to be. It's just going to be like, if the other stuff comes out, like it's going to be like, oh my god, it's worse than I thought. If the other comes out, it's going to look like it's not an isolated incident. It's also
is it going to spiral?
It's also going to make you look like a fucking genius. I don't think it's going to spiral. There's nowhere for John to go.
Make John look like a genius.
No, but here's the thing: massive mistake, panic, right? And if all the stuff that comes out in the order that I think it probably would come out, and I don't know if it is or not. I got to be honest with you, I'm hopeful. I know I said a few times in the show, I know it will, but it's just wishful thinking at this stage. You're going to have to question, and I know coming from fucking me, I say this all the time, sometimes it's fucking, hyperbolic. So you're going to have to question if this guy's a sociopath. And I'm serious. And I'll even give you the fucking, what I know now. Here's the way I'll do this. Let's go to the hair. Let's see, did you spell it? Hair. Sociopath test further. This is what the psychology. I can't spell it.
Don't you have Grammarly?
Yeah, but I don't even. It's a last name. H-I-R hair sociopath test. This is what they use normally. Hair check. Okay, hair. Okay. This is the hair checklist.
He spelled it right, Chet. He spelled it right.
I did. No, hair. No, I didn't. Hair sociopath.
No, he did.
No, I didn't. All right.
That's a lot of money.
I was trying to
for
help
a
you there.
person of color.
Let's see if I can find this. Thomas Sim from The Point trying to silence this. No, stop. You make me laugh. I'm in love with her. I love that woman. Don't tell my wife. Let's go to the fucking.
She won't know unless Death Noodles finds out her name.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna give you the checklist. All right. Glib or superficial charm? Absolutely. 100%. He's superficial as fuck. Grandiose. Let me speak. Maximilian dude. Five heads assemble. Grandiose, exaggeratedly high estimation of self. That's a little tough for me to tell because but I wouldn't be surprised if that's true. One person I know that has that trait is fucking Keemstar. All right. Need for stimulation. I'd say yes in this because the guy doesn't fucking sleep and he's constantly on social media. All right. Pathological lying. I think that's a check.
Let me check my notes on
here's
that.
Here's the part that is checked, but you have to trust me. Cunning and manipulativeness.
Real quick, Keemstar, you said Keemstar. He's in chat right now. He's
he has a high self-esteem. He can get over himself. He's just over grossly. Right. What? James is what?
He's saying James is right.
James is right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Sure. Yeah, because Keem's trying to stamp out the fucking commentary community just like James is. Keem didn't expect that we had, our crew, the one voice. He didn't expect that when we found out that one of our own was doing fucked up shit we expected. Because from what I'm hearing, Keem knew about this. He may not have the proof for the fucking, but he knew about this. So what he was waiting for is us to find out about it. Nick and Augie and Bobax and all that other shit. So he could turn around and said we covered up for him. Well, that was never going to fucking happen. And I don't know why you would think that would happen for a minute, because I came out and I said, I don't buy the story, and Nick did. Nick broke the story, not you. I know that wasn't a part of your plan. Those guys believed him because they were buddies with him, and you've done the same shit with fucking Rice Gum and other guys. We can go through the list of people that you've stuck up for, like fucking FaZe Banks have done fucking rotten shit to people. So, sorry your plan didn't work. Because it was pretty clear that you had some idea. And we'll find out about that too, Keem. You had some fucking idea that this happened. When I found out about it, within hours it was in the public. So you can't sit there and say with one voice if we're turning in the guy that's fucking over people. Sorry. James Marriott? Yeah, he's right. Sure. Let's see what happens to him next.
Keemstar wants in. He's trying to get in the gates.
Not yet. I'm not done. All right, let's do his checklist. Glib and superficial charm. Keemstar, check. Grandiose, high self-esteem, check. Need for stimulation. Can't go to fucking sleep all night. Check. Pathological lying. Check. Cunning and manipulatives. Check. Lack of remorse or guilt. Check. Shallow effect. Oh, God. You remember I was in a call with Clown one time, and he had... we were trying to get a sponsor, and he did this trick. I think I said this before a couple of years ago. He goes, "Oh, sorry, I have to go out and guys, I had to turn. I left the window open on my Hummer to let him know these guys, we had money." Parasitic lifestyle. Well, we're all parasites in fairness to Keems in some aspects. Poor behavioral controls. Sexual promiscuity, I don't know, wouldn't be shocked. Early behavior problems, well, you admitted them to me. You said you had problems in school. Lack of realistic long-term goals. That's actually probably a good thing to have, but it's also a trait a sociopath has. Impulsivity, well, we can go over the fucking tweets. Boy, you're doing better than John. Irresponsibility, I don't know. Like, he's not irresponsible with his family or anything, but yeah, irresponsible with the stuff he puts out with the news, like James Charles. Failure to accept responsibilities for one's own action. Do I have to say anything, Keemstar? Many short-term marital relationships. Well, no, you never got married. Juvenile delinquency. I don't know. I'll give you that one. Maybe you went to school on time. I don't even know what that's like. Something about conditional release and criminal versatility. Well, he's certainly not a criminal. I can't even. REVOCATION. What does that mean?
Nuclear C right now. Holy.
REVOCATION.
Revocation
and conditional release. I
don't know. I can't see it. You said too many fucking.
Well, you got like more than fucking half. John does too. And you know what? A lot of these YouTubers are fucking psychopaths. They're fucking attracted to this shit. They're attracted to people fucking worshiping them.
You should get Shane Dawson to make a documentary on
And he never did anything. He never asked anybody but his own fucking therapist. He never got anybody like that they're using this hair checklist. So fine. No. I think it's and here's another thing, Keem. I found out that Augie never said anything like, I was suspicious all along. Augie was fucking, and by the way, I was there when Augie found out. And he was devastated that he had been lied to. I can say that. Yeah, no one else can say it because I was fucking there. I was there. He was inconsolable. Tipster was just hurt. Tipster was acting like his girlfriend dumped him. So don't give me this fucking
He was
shit.
saying that on one of his streams. He was saying that that the people saying that they were suspicious all along, like they're being giant retards.
Yeah.
And he specifically said that
Keem thought
he was
we would
completely
cover for him.
Fooled rather.
In the face of fucking hard evidence. That was never going to happen with Nick DiOrio.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a
And honestly, you could have done the fucking work. You could have put it out there. Tommy Billingspool commentary channel. Tom Lord. You could have done the work. You could have busted this story wide open. Oh, what? Your sources don't trust you? So it's not our fault. You can't say it's one voice. I went against the grain. Willie Mack went against the grain. I accepted Nick's disagreement with me on the grounds that he believed it, and he did. And when he found out wasn't true, nobody burned him more. He burned you. He burned Tro. I burned Tro too when it went too far. The last time you were fucking telling us nobody could trust us. That didn't happen either. So, yeah, fuck John and everything. That guy's been shitty to me forever. But I think your little attempt to reduce tipster Bobak's Augie's credibility failed. That's what I think happened.
You said that John had been like treating you shittily, and you've sort of touched on it a bit in a vague sense, but how far does that rabbit hole go?
Not that far. It was a few incidents. There was times when John was really nice to me. Like helpful and nice to me. But like when it came over like even a mild disagreement, he couldn't let go.
Flip out, or was it
No, John never flips. That's the one thing that he doesn't fit. That doesn't fit the Chedlik. He doesn't flick out at all. He just doubles, triple, quadruples, talking down. But he was perfectly willing. He thought he had me because he'd grown this past summer. That Joker video that Nick put out, that was just before I went on vacation and right after John apologized to me. When I mentioned that he lifted Nick's joke, which fucking it was an irrefutable fact. And it was an irrefutable fact, and he's like, you know what? I will cover up this fact by trying to dogpile Tommy with his friends, and it didn't work. When the dogpile didn't work, and he realized, wait a minute, Nick can wake up tomorrow and say I lifted his joke, and this whole fucking me carrying on Twitter is going to make me look ridiculous. Tapped out. I made an offhand comment like after he left the NCO and he was doing a lot better. And he started doing the Susie Lou story. It's like, funny, we got in a fight a year ago over not doing the Susie Lou story. You start doing the Susie Lou story, you're really building. No, that's not it, Tommy. That's not why I grew. What do you mean? You're fucking hanging around Nick now. You're hanging around Augie RFC. You're hanging around this. It's completely turned around. You're waiting for your drips of cum in the NCO. It never came. Even Marriott. I don't know Marriott. Did Marriott ever help you out? Yeah, you can't trust the commentary community. You're probably right, but not for the reasons that you think. You can't trust the commentary community because I think we've more than proven that we're not going to cover up something. I may come out and say, look, I can't say anything bad about Nick. I'm sorry, he's been too integral to the show. I'm going to absolve myself, let the internet take care of him. I had to do with crowd. But there's no fucking goddamn way in the world that if I thought Nick was hurting somebody, that I wouldn't do the same thing to him, and he would do the same thing to me. That's it. Have a good day there, Sharpies.
See ya.
Let's put it
kind of weird that the best call we get is from a guy named I Sniff Sharpies, but you know.
Yeah. Good call. Soleil, you're on the air, sweetheart. How are you?
Tommy.
Hey, baby. What are you doing? Calling Tommy, see you at night.
Did he actually do the phone thing?
What? That's what.
Did he actually do the show you my credit?
Here's what I'll say. I heard it goes on in that group.
That's Raymond's shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Yeah, that is my YouTube channel because I don't want to put up my shit. Hold on a second.
Tommy, it's getting hot again. Fuck, I gotta.
All right, I'm gonna put
roll the sleeves up. Roll the sleeves up.
All right. I want to see if I can show this to people. I don't want to give away.
I was a bartender for 10 years.
Here it
That's
is.
up there.
So
That's fucking
what is this thing called here? So let's see if I can't get it because it's it's too. Let me turn. Hold on. I'm not done. I don't give up that easy. Hang on. I'll put it.
Camera
really...
down. Oh wow,
Yeah.
voice crack. Holy shit. I mean, this show's going to shit now. Fuck.
Hold on, I gotta put
I'll
my
just
camera-
shut the fuck. I'll just shut the fuck up and sit here with my fucking sleeves up. God damn it.
Okay, so this part right here, this is what is it called? YT what?
YouTube Studio. Yeah.
YouTube Studio. Okay, so you can see watch time views and your estimated revenue, right? So what you do is you leave that open, and and then oops, sorry.
Oh.
It's funny. My wife picks it up and goes.
Yeah, that's hey Tommy, you got a real panty dropper there, man. I mean,
Yeah.
That's how he got Andy.
No, yeah, that's right. That's exactly that's how.
Oh boy, if he picks up every girl like that, he has had the driest pussies in the country.
Yeah, I don't know. Those girls that are fucking like high maintenance and shit, they're pretty wild in bed, in my experience. You know, but they'll wreck your life. They'll wreck your life though. They'll wreck your life. It's like they're only one nights. You know, Amy Winehouse wrote a song called "Fuck Me Pumps" about British broads sitting around waiting to get fucked by a footballer, and that's how that's why I understand the kind of girl that fucking Marriott's chasing. That's what I've heard, and that whole crew. It's a great song by Amy Winehouse called "Fuck Me Pumps."
I had some coworkers who would go for that, but they weren't any fun.
I don't
Not
know.
with them.
I bet you would be fun. I bet you would be fun. I bet you're a wonderful girl.
I would not go for that.
You know, it's funny. I just saw YouTube Studio. You know who showed me? I wasn't even aware of it. And Drew Sharing is the guy that showed me it existed in London. I'd never even heard of it. He started with Police 60. I mentioned this to him before. And he's like, "Oh, mate, everybody does that, mate."
Christ.
Like, fuck. But see, Drew's an ex-model, so he doesn't have to do that.
Yeah. I have a feeling Drew can actually talk to women.
Drew can talk. I'm sure Drew gets. I don't know anything about his private life, but I think Drew's biggest problem is
something tells me
Drew could pull. I'm sure Drew could pull.
Yeah,
he's a good-looking guy. He's done modeling before. Yeah. He knows YouTube. He knows a lot about it. And
so what you're saying is he actually lived a little bit of
actually,
a life.
Drew's a good athlete too. He's just skating videos. He's actually a good athlete too.
I've seen it. I've seen a couple of them.
I think the only problem with Drew is more interested in his projects than women. I think he probably gets distracted by that. So and that makes him even less accessible. So he probably has even more bitches throwing themselves at him after that. You know, that's my read on Drew. You know,
I don't know. Maybe it's just different. Social cues from country to country. Here, usually, if you have money, you don't talk about it. If you talk about it,
the Germans are like that. Yeah, I would say that. But in the States, you can't just go out in the States. You can't just talk about it like I have money, right? All right, you can't do that. But you can say things like, "Oh, fucking, I left my key in my Benz." You got to get it in there slowly. Oh, you got a Benz? Yeah. You know, you got to be a lot smoother than that. That's the way you do in the States. Bigger is better. Everything in the States is having a big dick, you know, and I mean that metaphorically. That's American girls like it, and it's all about it's funny. I was watching. It's sad too because they played so well. Germany celebrated their second anniversary of winning their silver medal in ice hockey yesterday, and it was a really great feat. They beat a lot of fucking great teams. They're not a big hockey country, and it's a big deal. Do you think they would ever celebrate a silver medal of any motherfucking kind, even backgammon, in the United States of America? No, because second is the first loser.
If you ain't first, you're last.
And that's American culture right there. Now, if you start flaunting fucking your money at a bar and stuff with a German chick, yeah, she'll probably like, get out of here. But if you get her outside to have a cigarette, yeah, it's my car. It all works in the end. Money helps, no matter where you are. I don't care if you're in Italy or anywhere else. Tommy Sims for every girl. I felt
that's
special.
A lot of money. I
guess,
guess,
I kind of do.
A person of color.
But you donate more money, so I mean,
true.
I guess you're more special than Tommy.
That's true. I don't know. You know what it is, Jess? You know what it is, Soleil? I love you, women. I love you. I'm in love with women. Period. And I have a lot of love to give. And if my wife let me do it, I'd give more. I love women. Love them. I do. You know it's weird. Like when I got married, I finally got it. You know, it took forever. And now I watched my dad, like, when I was a teenager, and he could talk to any woman and what have you. And he told me he was such a loser with chicks, right? And it's like, he's like, after a while, it gets easy. It's like, but I thought you were a big loser with chicks. Yeah, it's like I lost all the time, and I finally got married, and that's where you start to realize that women put on the same, their pants the same way you do. And that always wrong with me. Because he could, like, his old ass be going in there, and he's telling this fucking hot 20-year-old girl about 100 jokes, and she's laughing, and I'm like, how come I can't do that? But you just get it over time. And some guys, it's like being a genius, except with pussy. Some guys can do it. Some guys can do it at 15.
Right?
Some guys just have it. It's like being able to run fast or being really smart. Some people just have it almost by second nature. Perez Matria. Imagine Apollo Legends' death using an opportunity to get back with kids that wouldn't play CFDs with you. Good luck reviving your dead clan.
It's really the same deal with girls too, though. Like, I know a lot of girls, a lot of my friends, they are really good flirts. Like, I'm awful at it, and I never learned. So
how does a girl flirt though? Because girl flirting, you can't be, because everybody's gonna call you a slut if you overdo it.
Yeah,
guys have to do all the work, but I guess you have to send the signal out. So what makes a good female flirt with a male? I'm interested.
I don't know. I think I just since I worked with the public so much that I instinctively kind of put up barriers. So I think I'm not a good flirt because maybe I'm already always on the defensive because I used to work on pubs and it was continuous.
You're Italian. You're naturally defensive.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Which is dumb. I don't do it on purpose. It's just.
I know. I grew up with you people. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Italian Americans are worse than you guys are. The Italians are way more calmer and laid back than Italian Americans. Italian Americans are nuts. The Irish Americans are nuttier than fucking the Irish too. It's like everybody's like crazy in the States. Yeah, Italians are really defensive. Spend some time with Nick. Yeah, fucking what's his name too? Jesus Christ. All right, Soleil. Talk to you later, sweetheart.
Bye bye.
Pretty girl, nice girl.
Very nice.
I always like the name Teeth Fairy. You're Irish and Italian? Oh, that's a Jersey mix, Essex. That makes you Drew sharing. It's 2021. You have to let the girl flirt first. Really? See, I would... See, if anybody else said that, besides Drew, wouldn't...
Although from him,
Yeah, but when you've been when you're like a cool skateboarder and you have 100K and... Drew's, I'm not saying Drew's like fucking Tony Hawk, but he could do some shit, right? A lot of street skate. And he has a whole vibe about him, and he's really cool, and he's done modeling. I got to be honest with you, you probably don't have to try too hard. People like, ugly people like me and fucking Jeff, we have to develop what's called personality.
Yeah. Developing a personality also means working out. Also,
that helps, but your chin's still big. You can't fix your fucking chin. You can't fix that chin.
I still got a couple years before my 30th birthday, so I'm hoping the facial hair will cover it.
Really?
And then I'll just look like
you'll just have a really big goatee. You're blonde though.
Yeah. I can grow a goatee. I'll just.
Vault's 19 and he has a beard, and you're almost fucking 30. Here's the bet. I bet Vault gets married to a white girl in Europe before you grow a beard. That's the bet. That's on.
My dad didn't start growing his goatee till he was in his early 30s.
Yeah, so you probably don't have it any. I couldn't grow a fucking goatee till I was like 30 something either. So
I need to go shave.
Teeth Fairy, you're on 34th. You're still here. Awesome. I'm just taking calls though. Teeth Fairy.
Oh, hey.
You're on. Shoot.
I was just wondering, like, from John's perspective, were any of the friendships he made online real or just...
I don't know. You got to question it now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because
I was never close to the guy. I want to say, what's really weird? What's really... If I end up getting my Twitter account back, it's probably going to be because of John. John did help me. It's not like he wouldn't help. John would be helpful. John was really good at finding fake DMs. And he was really a critical thinker about it. He was really, really good at it. So that's the one thing I'm gonna miss. Our DM guy is gone. And you could take something. He would take. He showed up for me on a few Shot from the Point Newses. I think 1 or 2. But he just let this shit go to his head, man.
Is it ego or something else? Is it ego or something
Legal?
else?
I don't understand.
Ego.
What am I missing?
Ego.
E-gold. What do you mean e-gold? What are you talking about?
E-girl? He's saying e-girl?
Ego. Oh, ego. Yeah.
Ego.
I mean, the guy's an ego. Most people. Look, there is a certain amount of egomania that I'll look the other way around just because of entertainment in general. I do it when I was in bands. So yeah, but I found John's ego to be bigger than most. I mean, no one. You really think I have a small one? No, I'm not. Yeah, but I don't even think it's a lack of self-awareness. It's just I'm better than you, and I know it. Don't bother telling me otherwise. You know, Eagle. I couldn't understand him. Where are you from? Transylvania?
I wasn't actively listening. So.
Croatia.
Same thing. Oh. Go bite a young maiden. That's my advice to you. All right. Have a nice day, Teeth Fairy. Thanks for the call. Homie Drew.
Hello.
Hello. All right. Let's talk about your
serious question about this John Swan thing, you know.
All right. Okay. Then I'm going to ask you how you're picking up bitches, but go ahead.
All right. That's fair enough. But do you seriously think that John Swan's like done after this or not?
Well, you know, I don't think anybody's done. Didn't that guy that pooped on everybody? They did some shit porn thing, and he still makes child content. If he can survive, anybody can.
I don't know. I haven't heard about that, but I mean, like a lot of people are acting like this is like the end, you know, like. But
well, I mean, how can he be a well? I think commentary's got to be over. I mean, who could possibly take him seriously after this?
I mean, that's true, but I mean, you don't always have to make commentary videos, you know?
Oh no, no, I would never put somebody out on YouTube completely.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Even on the commentary side of things, you can still make funny commentary videos and
sure, if he can do funny, but I don't know if Nick's gonna fucking hand him any jokes. Yeah,
but I mean, look at someone like H3H3, right?
Dude, he could totally come out and do something different and have it take off. Sure, I never. Too many people I know have gotten because I've watched people. You know, Drew. I've watched people become millionaires, like life-changing money. You know, since I've met you.
Yeah.
You know, so I think nothing shocks me. You know, I could see something crazy like all of a sudden. Jeff wakes up one day, I'm going to do a baseball channel, and for some reason it fucking takes off. And next thing you know, he's got a couple $100K just being Jeff the baseball guy. Anything can happen. That's kind of the brilliant thing.
I'm saying, so you don't think that John Swan's in the position where if he moved to something else, you don't think people would just like shun him for it?
You're always one algorithm hit away. Crop told me this. You're one algorithm video away from getting it back. Now, I think he uploaded on that channel over and over again, and he changed his thing, and it hit with a different audience, then yes. You're always one hit away, one algorithm away from completely turning it
That's true.
around.
I mean, you'll probably relate to this, you know. There was this one World of Warcraft YouTuber that I used to watch all the time. And then
was his name Bucky Beaver?
Nah. Okay. So there's this guy called Punkrat, and one day he just disappeared.
Yeah.
Didn't make videos for months. And then I checked the comments, and people are like, "Oh yeah, he has this other channel," and he made like some random Republican YouTube channel called like I can't even remember what it's called, something Hive Mind, and it literally just like I guess he made one video, it just blew up, and he was
there
like,
you go. Now your new career. Do you remember the what was the podcast that Keemstar was in? And they all was it Angry Kids or something like that? He was it was sort of like what Trainwrecks does now, but they had an Overwatch channel take off, and that was the end of the podcast. What the hell was that one? Wasn't baited, you douchebags. It was the one before that.
Well, that's kind of how hockey stuff ended on here.
Yeah, it's kind of like that was a microcosm. No, it wasn't. Bad Kids. Was it Bad Kids called?
I don't know. I don't even think I heard of that one.
Yeah, I don't know how big it was. Good. It was really good. I used to watch Keemon all the time. Because I watched Drama Alert, then I watched his podcast, and I remember, I think it was called Bad Kid. Triggered! That was it. Yeah, I like Traeger. 'Cause Keem was on. Keem was on all the time. And I was kind of Keem.
Hot wet soup.
He was it was hot wet soup. That's what it was. Hot wet soup. God, you only play that.
Right, you wanted to know
they
how to
banned you.
Yeah.
Keem, that's funny because I remember we were talking. I was like, I used to watch you on Traeger. And he's like, wasn't that fucking great? I was like, yeah, it was fucking great. It's a great show. They banned you, and then didn't they have an Overwatch channel come in? Yeah, I think they had an Overwatch channel. Hot wet canceled. I don't know if as much as I resent some recent actions, tweeted proof you banned me. I didn't ban you.
Yeah, someone timed him out. That was pretty much it.
Yeah, he got timed out about 20 minutes, 25.
How do you get timed out? The fucking thing is on 10-second delay.
No, well,
I'll tell you later.
He said something. Somebody timed him out.
Why can't you tell me what he said?
No, it was just over.
Over what I said. Lulz, question of the year: what happens to Bill Baines now? He'll find something. He'll find somebody else to serve and suck off and try to screw down the road for clout. I'm sure Bill Baines will just be fine. He's used to this. Old Pescator, now John. He'll find somewhere to go. Maybe him and Lieutenant Cobra can start a podcast called Snake Losers. Snake Losers. With your host, Lieutenant Cobra.
Tommy.
What?
Tommy, you gotta look at something. I gotta send you something really quickly.
Snake Losers.
Are you ready? Hold on.
Brought
This
to you
is
by
great.
the
It has to come up
ashes
right
of
now.
John
At least
Swan's
cannot
career.
wait.
What do you
This
got?
cannot wait. It's great.
All right.
Love
Okay.
this.
Is it your tweet?
You know when you like this you somebody? Open this tweet.
Let me
Right.
see. Oh god.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's fucking funny as fuck.
All right, hold on. Let me see this. Here we go. What do we got here? What do we got?
Right,
Big
right,
Joel,
okay.
3 hours ago.
Dude, look at
Bro,
this.
you're a 38-year-old man and still having meltdowns over trigger warnings. Gen Z can suck my nuts. What? Well, I kind of agree
Look
with
at the
him
next
on
one.
this.
Look at the next one.
I agree with Keem 100% on that.
Okay, but there's one thing I don't agree with. There's one thing I don't agree with, Tommy.
What's
That's
that?
actually not him.
Oh, really? Who is it?
He this viewed him, and that's another dude entirely named Big Joel. He tried. So when he said this you, it's actually not you. It's
no, in fact, it's not.
It's another you. It's another you, bro.
Yeah, rational disconnect is a total fucking loser. But
That
that's
guy's pretty
rational
beta, though, man.
disconnect.
That's not you.
That's most certainly Big Joel. What a fucking idiot, dude. All right, I'm sorry.
So you, I want to let you know that I agree with you. I think Keem tried to screw y'all.
Nick's gone.
But I thought I was going to talk about that. But should we let Keem come in? Does Keem want to come in now and fucking
No.
bitch and moan? I'll let him bitch and moan.
We censored him.
I didn't say.
Ooh.
What did he do that was so awful? I mean, like
No, someone in a stupid somebody in the chat, like a stupid mod, just like timed him out. That's pretty much what happened.
Probably Jessica, and I can't yell at her, and she knows.
No,
it.
no, it's someone else.
Baby, you can't do that. Come on. No, don't be. You can't be doing that. It's Keem and fucking the thing's on. Like how many? Like if I have the slow chat on, you have to be like doxing somebody to kick
It's
them out.
content. I mean, it's content.
Yeah, it's content. Come on, it's Keem. Fucking Keem Star. He's a legend. Tommy, I want Tommy and Nick to laugh together next time while I'm out in my deathbed. Best way to go out. Well, hopefully you'll live fucking longer than me. You're like 20 years younger than me. Wasn't you? All right.
No, I know who it is. I'll tell you later.
All right, but tell them to knock it off. I know what? I'm giving you a job. Explain the rules to them. That's all. Have a good day.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
I want Tommy and Nick to laugh. Okay, we saw that one. Derek, you're on the air with Drew is sharing. Gets lots of pussy.
I just want to ask a question.
Sure.
Do you ever think Lieutenant Cobra is ever going to get some sort of punishment after the whole John Swan situation?
No. He's a loser. What can he take from him? He doesn't have anything to take.
I mean, subscribers or something like that.
No, he doesn't really have much of an audience. I don't know how committed he is. He just likes fucking, He likes watching. Lieutenant Cobra likes watching people fucking get fucked. You know, that's what he's in it for. If he can participate in it, it's even better. That's what he gets off on. Watching people get like completely ruined. That's like his whole thing. The guy doesn't have a good bone in his body. In a lot of ways, he's worse than John. He's just not as smart as John. There you go.
All right.
Lieutenant Heroin.
Thanks.
All right.
Love the great
See. What's the take? What can I take from Lieutenant Douchebag, who was 16 magically, and a year later he's 18?
Time travel.
Well, let me guess. You were 17 when I said mean things about you, and it sounded a lot better if you were 16? Jerk off.
Sounds like me when I was going to the corner shop when I was younger.
You were not like him. He might have been a wise ass, but no, I refuse to believe that. DJ T from the Caribbean. The fucking goddamn Caribbean internet, I swear to God. All right.
Who is this in?
You're in.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, I say I feel sorry for them.
You're not coming in. You got to learn. All right. Sorry, DJ T. I can't do that. Sorry, bud. Here, man.
Oh, hey. Actually, at first I wanted to talk about something a little bit more serious, but actually I checked out one of Bob Black's video and I want to read this comment, okay?
Go ahead.
So, okay. Why would his friend name be Nicholas Diorio? I don't know. Maybe the kid has shown a history of pretending to be other YouTubers.
I missed it. What was the joke?
Funny that, we know that it was Lieutenant Cobra.
Yeah, Lieutenant Cobra said that?
I mean, no, it's like, you know, in this context.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Well, I heard somebody told me that John was like, there was a conversation. Could we talk to the kid? No. He's like really autistic. He's just fucking mega retard. Can't talk to him. It would be cruel. And then, you know, that should have been the dead giveaway right there. If he's so fucking autistic, and that was the one that really tripped me off with Dream and said too. He's like, well, he tells me that when Dream did his stream, he's like, he told me the kid was autistic. I don't know why he told me that. Like, that matters. Yeah, I know it matters if you're trying to make, you know, you're trying to put you off the scent. Oh, we'll make fun of you. We'll get you. We'll cancel you over trying to put pressure on a autistic child. You bad person. Curious case of Tommy C. Tommy C makes fun of a fucking rat from the UK. There you go.
One of the giveaways was that he got back into his account in 10 minutes, yeah? And in the same time span, he also found out who did it. And I was like, in 10 minutes, you found out who did it and restored your account?
You know what I want? I want to see this video that I'm hearing about on Augie RFC, where I would really like to watch that, where Lieutenant Snake goes on and fucking debunks Dream. Put a one in the chat if you heard that. I know I got a lot of RFC fans. Does anybody know about that? That he debunked, quote unquote, all of Dream's things? Because I want to watch that. Maybe I want to watch that tomorrow.
Yeah, like I kept asking or something.
I'll do 2 in a row on Cobra. So I was going to do one Cobra today, but Marriott pissed me off more. And let's just face it, Marriott's fucking. You did? Okay. You saw it. Can somebody timestamp for me and send it to my DMs? I would really, really appreciate that. Because I think I'm going to do it tomorrow. Because I think I'm going to be just as pissed fucking off.
Oh, I think they were talking about screenshot, which he saw, showed. Where
I want to watch. Yeah, I want to watch this. So this like, hey man, I just had to stick up for a friend, and I couldn't it's one thing if you kept your mouth shut, right? That's one thing. You keeping your mouth shut because you know the guy you don't want to fuck over and backstab your buddy. That part I get, but you actively went out, so that kills your fucking little argument with Willie. Love your stuff. Don't want to give you $5 because I never get a chance to see you live. Always working. Yeah, sucks, dude. But Captain Proofers, appreciate it. Doing that hard work and giving me a little piece of it. Thank you. I do appreciate it.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
All right, man. Thanks for the call, dude. Where are you from?
Yeah.
Pennsylvania?
Oh no, I'm from Latvia.
Same thing. All right, just checking.
Same thing. Very close to Germany, actually.
You know what my favorite Latvian is? Darius Kasparitis. You know who he is?
Good Latvian.
Great Latvian. Go look him up. Go write Darius Kasparaitis. And no, it's not
Or
a disease.
Zemgus Jurgensen's.
No, Gergen songs. What was it? Samus Gergen songs. Go look up Darius Kasparaitis highlight reel. See what a stand-up guy he was. All right, take care, buddy. Yeah, he was actually he played for Russia, but he's actually Latvian. But he played in a time where the Russians used to take and say, "Oh, okay, you're Russian." Yeah. Like because he just came on that cutoff, that like 1989-90 cutoff when the Soviets were in charge. So he had already played for I think like under 18 and 18 juniors.
Yeah,
for Russia. But he was actually Latvian. Yeah.
You're pretty good though, and we own you. So
is he Latvian or Lithuanian? I forget. Hold on, I gotta look that motherfucker up. Darius Kasparaitis.
Yeah, Darius Kasparaitis.
I hated him when he was on the Islanders, but then when we got him, I'm like, I know why this guy's so great. He was such a coward.
That was the thing when the Blues got Steve Ott.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He really, there he is. How old is he now? He's older than me.
I was gonna say he's got to be in his late 40s.
He retired kind of young. Hartford, well, he looks like hell. That picture looks
Lithuanian.
He's Lithuanian, not Latvian. So don't look him up. I thought he was Darius Kasparaitis.
Okay, so Zemgus Jurgensen's is the guy.
I think he's from Latvia. I think.
Yeah.
Good little players. I'd like to get him out of Buffalo. He'd do some things. I really do believe that.
Get a lot of people out of Buffalo.
Yeah. Silver, you're on the air.
Oh, shoot. All right. How long do you think until Defamation Noodles gets caught up with the shit?
I can't give you a time, Savvy. You never know.
All right, that's it.
Oh, all right. Thanks for the call. Never know. Oh, from what I understand, from things I hear, there were some people in John's circle that thought something like this might happen to him. But they were surprised that this is the way it happened. He was running hot for a while.
What do you mean? You think that something in general was going to happen to John? Or?
John was. I think you're going to find out that John was doing a lot more dangerous things than we all think. I think there's a lot more out there. That this is not. This was not. I'll tell you know what. I'll tell you offline. This was no mistake, Drew.
All right.
Somebody who's making moves, bro. Somebody's making big, heavyweight moves. You ask this guy 48 hours, I'm going to be a million sub guy, no problem. That's how kind of confident we're dealing with. I think he heard Willie and I give him the benefit of the doubt and say he panicked. I think he saw that fucking dream post on Reddit and said, this is it. The biggest guy on the biggest stage. Watch me work. That's what happened. He's Icarus. He flew a little too close to the sun, baby. All right. That was cringy. Captain Meat on here.
Hi there. I just thought it was really weird that he decided to go the whole Google Docs route, considering we just came off that Pokemon drama where it was 1,000,002 Google Docs dropped, and it's
here's the best thing about a Google Doc. Nobody's gonna read it, and you can say you already fucking answered these questions. Because I think the Google Doc was up there. It's like, wow, geez, I'm going to hear this about the rest of my life. That I was really... And he was. There would be jokes. We never figured out. There would have been jokes that he was a 12-year-old for the rest of his career. I think that was a way to mitigate it. So if anybody got wise with him, he could always say, well, I put the Google Down on it. Audio book. Just do your research. I think that was the plan with that horse shit.
Yeah,
I don't know. Google Docs are great, dude. You guys are leaving out the fact that I get to read them on stream and make money. I don't know why you guys are leaving that.
Yo, I feel bad for
Blacks
having to sit there and read out these essays, these short story novels.
But
I don't fucking feel bad for Blacks at all, dude. John had his thing already recorded, and Blacks is like, can I read it and post it online? Hey, can I have the video? I'll put an intro and outro on it.
No, wait a minute, Nick. I thought.
He got what he fucking deserved.
Hold on. I'm going to defend Bobax. Wow, listen to me. Do you think that John went to him and said, "Hey," like I thought that was the other way around.
No, he didn't go to any of us. He let us all out to dry. Speaking of people who let us out to dry, I think the number one person is Keemstar, who was apparently telling Optimus that this all was going to explode in his face last week, and he just didn't mention it to any of us.
Oh.
And before you go, well, Keemstar didn't have the screenshot. Neither did I. I just fucking, I got John on a call. I handled the shit in 3 hours. So I mean, if there are people in this community who are like being corrupt or being a complete like group of douchebags, it's probably the one who had this like on his mind for about a week and knew this was happening and wouldn't tell me because he knew I would solve it first. Unfortunately, that's what happened for Keemstar, but fortunately for me, he couldn't fuck me.
I think he really thought that you would cover for him. I really thought he really thinks very little of you.
Oh no, he doesn't think very little of me. He thinks apparently pretty highly of me if he's willing to fuck me on this large of a scale to get rid of me. Dude, with guys like Keemstar, like we had the Tonka tards who are like documenting our every move or whatever. But the thing with those guys is they're very dumb. Keemstar is slightly less dumb, but still dumb enough that you can go on autopilot and probably get past. You just have to cross your I's, dot your T's, and not be a degenerate.
You know, I kept thinking, what are the Tonka tards do? They can't say you're covering for the guy, but now are they calling you a snitch?
Well, actually, I think I could say this publicly. Tonka reached out to Boblax and said, stop bashing him, apparently, and you should check on your friend because it's not good looks to bash him publicly.
Me?
Even though he called, like, no, that's what he said to Boblax. This is the DMs that I saw. I believe it was from Tonka saying that you should check on your friend or whatever, and you shouldn't bash him publicly or whatever because it looks like you guys just gang up on your friends or whatever. And I'm like, dude, you called us the "It's okay when we do it" community, and said that we don't hold people accountable. So like, which is it, dude?
Yeah, exactly. Are we just looking out? We're covering each other's ass, or are we the "It's okay when we do a" community, or do we have integrity? Or are we snitches? Yeah. It doesn't matter. Now we're snitches, I bet.
I don't know. I've been hearing a lot of stories that I don't know if are vetted or what. I'm not making a John Swan video. I just made my points very apparent. I wrote like a little fucking 4-page document, not because I wanted to write a document, because I had 10 minutes to spare, and Augie had to do a stream while I was writing a thing. But like the document basically explains what's in the call. I think Augie accidentally leaked that the call exists. It's never coming out. I think John's reputation has been absolutely
I didn't talk about the call.
Augie mentioned the call. Listen, most people know about the call. Yeah. Some people have heard the call. Listen, John Swan was absolutely decimated publicly on Twitter. If it needs to come out, it needs to come out. But it was supposed to be like me protecting myself in case he had called me a liar.
Can you tell everybody whose idea it was?
What?
Can you, I just want John
to
know this.
Yeah, Tommy told me to. Yeah, Tommy told me. I think I hear you telling me to do the call in the very beginning while I recorded it. But I mean, I did what I had to do. I protected myself in a situation where I thought I needed to, and he obviously didn't push back on it. So I don't see a reason to release it to the public.
I actually respect you a lot for that, Nick, because even though you did it to, preserve your own integrity and what's not, it couldn't have been easy to like have to out a friend like that. So I do respect you for doing it, especially
it's what I told John, and you would have heard it if you heard the call. It's what I told John. I prioritize my credibility and doing the right thing over you lying. And it's just like I have a policy. I tell all my friends there are two things that you.
It's not even just the lying. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You can go. You can finish. You can finish.
It's not even just the lying. It's just like he had no problem with you making that video. He had no problem with you fighting with everybody. He had no problem burning bridges. He was perfectly fucking.
Yeah,
fine
he was
with
like
that.
okay with me like pitting against Willie Mack show. I think again I said this on stream yesterday. I told Willie Mack show to like learn how to tie knots better before he hangs himself or something like that.
Yeah, it was
on Twitter. Like it was a really
called me
argument.
Stupid.
I mean, you kind of are a dumb fuck sometimes. I'm kidding. But yeah, it's like, anyways, I have a policy that I tell everybody. I've had this since the NCO. I've had this going as far back as when I leaked the Keemstar call. There is one thing that, two things you should never do. You should never come call me and tell me that you have committed a crime. And the other one is you shouldn't tell me something that's going to tie me up into a bigger scheme because I prioritize the truth over your scheme. And I've been very clear with everybody. Everybody knows about it. If John's upset that I recorded him, he should have known better. And if I ask you anything after I know I'm part of the scheme because you let me know about the scheme, I'm going to record you and I'm going to put it out because you're not going to like drag me down with your own stupidity. And he was kind of already doing that publicly, and I was kind of already mad about it publicly. But yeah, that's just what happens.
May I say what the tone of the call was like, or no?
I mean, yeah, you could say the tone of the first call was him lying for 10 minutes straight before he finally caved at the last minute. And then the tone of the second call when he came in and was begging me to take it down.
Can I give my take or no?
Manipulative.
Can I
you can give your take, yeah.
The first call is so fucking infuriating. Not just because he's lying, because you can sum that up to self-preservation. It was lying with a smile. He knew that Nick knew, and it wasn't like, no, Nick, no. It was like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. I think I'll just say, I won't confirm or deny. And it was like sick, disgusting confidence. And Nick's saying, you really put me out here. I wish here's what I really want to say. All right. There was a point in time when you got the confession, and my stomach's starting to hurt. I'm getting back pain thinking about this. There was a point in time when you got him to confess, and he said, they're not going to leak on me anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, I already wrote that down. It's in the document that I gave to all of you.
I didn't know if I could do it verbatim. I didn't want to do it verbatim.
I said, all right, so you know that this person is not going to...
Sorry, go ahead.
Wait, Nick. When this call happened, what was the thing that made you already know going into the conversation that he was already lying?
Okay, so I explained this all in the thing. Essentially, the thing of events is Turkey Tom reaches out to me, right? And then he shows me a screenshot of a person who I'm not going to name, but you could probably easily pretty much figure it out. Talking to another small YouTuber saying that he had received a confession from last year. I'm looking at this going like, all right, well, I mean, granted, this screenshot's real, which I'm going to go look into. There's no fucking reason why this YouTuber would lie in this situation. There's none. There's no affiliation with John Swan that I knew of at the time. So I'm like, all right, this is at least a lead that I can pursue. It's not evidence, but it's a lead I can pursue. So I reached out to another person that I saw listed there. I talked to that person for a while. That went a little bit. I got a little bit more information at that point, and then I eventually just reached out to Tro because I had known someone who had just added him, and he started DMing him immediately. So I added Tro on Discord and I started DMing him. And Tro was totally gracious in explaining to me every single thing that happened in very detailed language. So now that I had spoken to Tro and I knew everything going in, and he still wasn't going to post the screenshot because he didn't want to be involved in drama, which I don't blame him for.
Yeah, fair enough.
I was able to use the information he told me, which I don't think he was upset that I did. And I was able to go directly to John Swan, and all I had to do was explain that I already knew what was going on. He fought me on it for about 10 minutes, and then he caved, and he finally explained it. And that's basically what happened. This all happened within the span of 3 hours. The minute Tom called me, he's like, oh, I don't know if you want to know this. I'm like, yeah, I absolutely fucking want to know this. I don't dude, I've been begging people to show me definitive evidence that John Swan lied. And the evidence that the person allegedly had was him confessing that he had done it. So it's not it's not even arguable. I think John in the call went, I wasn't the one who typed that. I'm like, are you fucking brain dead? What was it, the 12-year-old who typed it? He goes, I don't know.
He was his tone. I want to make sure that don't be dumb on a Tro in the chat. He helped. He's like, I don't know.
Tro is the only reason this information came out. And to be honest, there were enough people who could. If all I needed to know is that there was a confession that somebody had, and that got the confession out of John, legitimately, then all of these other people could have theoretically got it. The fact that it took a week or whatever just to leak all the way to me for someone to do something about this is pretty fucking pathetic.
But this confession, is this prior to the whole drama, or is this just a confession during?
No, this happened.
No, this is the night of. I put out the tweet an hour later. I sat with Tommy, Willie, and a few other people in call. We were trying to figure out the right way to do it.
When John Swan when he sent the confession.
Okay, John sent the confession to that person last year, and they only realized they had it fairly recently.
Why the fuck would he have even responded to this drama in the first?
He probably forgot that he confessed to it.
Either
well, here's the deal. He knew that he was fucked he knew he was going to be fucked at some point. Why did John do any of the things he did? Yeah. Why did he tweet, I'm uncancelable? Because he's a fucking nut job. Dude, he's crazy.
No, honestly, I no longer believe my original theory that me and Willie have. I believe he saw a dream and said, I am going to turn this into something, even though this is mega risky. Because I think he's that much of a psycho.
No, dude, I'm sorry. You're you being John have to be insane to write a 13-page Google document or 8-page Google document.
Sociopaths are insane.
An audio book for it.
They take incredible risks.
Sound effects to
this one just didn't work. This one didn't work.
No, I don't think it's a risk. I think it's Like, how do you sit there? And
If you're
justifiably do
crazy, you think I can do this, man. How many guys do you know like that? I can do it.
What's what I'm saying is I think he's
he
crazy.
actually that crazy? Like I thought most of
Now
you guys
I'm
had spoken to him before. You know,
Bro,
is he actually that
I
crazy?
am second guessing every interaction I've ever had with him. Dude, if people have issues with the lawsuit with Susie Liu, I told this to his face. I don't have a problem with you wondering about the Susie Liu lawsuit now. I'm really glad that I knew not to make a video on that one. I don't have, dude, there are so many questions with, I had John Swan coming in on my Chris Hansen video that God help me, I didn't release it because I think I was really annoyed with the drama that happened with Keemstar and I just didn't want to make videos for like a month or whatever. So I didn't release the video. There was one part where I said, hey, John, can you explain to me what happened in your call with the lady? Because I know you have credibility, so I would like it if you just explained it. And then people will obviously believe it because you have credibility.
Yeah.
I have fucking nuked that footage off of my hard drive. I've wiped him off of everything involving the situation. Oh my God, it's brutal. Like, dude, this guy was really fucking trustworthy.
Yeah, wow.
And the only reason that I was okay with it for a couple seconds before I thought to just delete the footage is it lined up with everything Edwin told me. But regardless, it's just like, yeah, I thought, all right, you're a trustworthy person. I don't think that you would lie about this or whatever, so I'll put you on for that. And then, yeah, I'm really glad that I decided not to release that video because I would have had to take it down 100%.
I see what Tommy is saying, like in terms of him, you know.
Yeah, I don't think you get what I'm saying either. I'm saying he's that crazy that he could rationalize it. Why it's that I can do this. That's all I'm saying.
But you said you didn't believe what you and Willie were
no,
saying.
I don't know what we and Willie were initially saying was he panicked. I don't think he panicked.
Oh no, I agree with you then.
Yeah,
I thought you.
You guys are on the same.
So we were on different wavelengths.
I thought you were disagreeing with the.
No. I agree.
I'm
with
not trying to
everything.
diagnose him on air.
I
but he's
did believe that when I said it, but just knowing all this other shit and it just hearing that phone call, I'm like, oh my God. Like it's, I gotta be honest with you, like I'm not gonna kid you. Like if you listen to the phone call, it's like kind of frightening. There's none of this. Like you figure you're cornered like this, right? Let's say you were a guy who made the mistake. Your reaction would be something like, I can't believe you're accusing me of this. I didn't do it. I told you I didn't do it. No, it was just like, no.
If you know, then you know.
Then you know. No.
If you know, then you know.
So
I mean,
I don't know.
From, like off, you know, without all this shit going on, like, do you know how he normally speaks to people? Like, you know, is there like a comparison or?
It wasn't much different than how he normally interacts with you. That's like he wasn't shooken. He did not get shook up until he got nailed. He was not with that call. He wasn't shook up at all. He was very. It was almost like.
There was one point where he, when I told him that the message did exist, he went like.
Yeah, he got quiet. He got quiet.
No, he like kind of like just started like stumbling over. He was about to say something and stumbled over all his words. That was funny.
He really wasn't that phased though. Overall, you can't say that.
Nope.
Not overall. That's the thing was like so weird and frightening about it.
The part that really got me is when he was more like going like, Nick, this wasn't the way. Nick, you shouldn't have done this. Nick, I understand if you never talk to me again, but why did you have to like debunk this? And I'm like, dude, do you not know who I am? Like, that's like my whole thing is like, I listen, I'm not saying I'm trying to destroy corruption in the corporate world, but I am noticing that there's a lot of fucking corrupt people in this platform and like in this area. And I'm just trying to at least be somebody who says the truth, or at least what I believe at the time to be the truth.
I don't want to sit there and fucking get used by guys like that.
None of us claim to be standing on our soapboxes. None of us claim to be like the moral truth of or like the moral good of like anything. I see that argument levied a lot. I just try to tell the truth and do as much research as I can to get there. That's all I do.
I mean, we can't sit there and say trust us and then fucking look the other way. It's just that simple. I think it just comes down to that.
Can't do that. No.
I think we could like I could never fucking bury Jeff. I'd have to let somebody else do it, you know. But because I've known him for too long, and you're all gonna have to respect that. But you know, well, depending on what he did, I suppose. But I mean. Yeah, like why should Jeff have to repeat my bullshit? Why should Jeff have to protect me by screwing up his own credibility and his own trust? You know, why should Nick have to do that? You shouldn't. That's the answer.
It's just like the people that reach out to me and say that like, hey, John's been screwing me over too, or John had like a falling out with my community too. And it's like everybody talks about all these things. It's insane that none of this could have gotten back to us sooner. Like especially when John's being publicly called out, especially when so many people claim they knew. I am so thankful that the people who told me information that I needed the night of did that thing, because like there were so many people who were just happy to keep this to themselves, and I think that's kind of scummy.
Oh, yeah.
It's not about
we saw that with the
sex
NCO.
mob.
I don't mention that John Swan was one of the people that was defending those fucks when you busted them last time.
I think we fucked his grift, but regardless, it's like it doesn't come down to a Minecraft sex mod. It doesn't matter that it's Dream. It doesn't matter that like this was like a really petty thing. Everyone agrees it's really petty. It matters that somebody who like claims to like do all this research and make all these good videos lied to such an extensive degree on a huge public platform in a situation that was like satirically over the top of something that you would like possibly see. I think he deserves every video that gets made on him. I wouldn't be surprised if more people make them. I think people can understand why I'm probably going to do what I can like to help people. If they have any questions or if they need information, they can totally come to me, but I'm going to start working on other things. I think I'm done with this. I gave you the confession. You guys can do whatever you want.
I got you. All right, man. Here you go. You got it right here. That's pretty much the whole story. And now you guys understand why I'm saying, like, I don't think this is an outside. Like I said, I heard the quartering say, "Yeah, oh, you made a mistake." There's more than that going on. Quartering. In fairness to Germany, because the way Germany's talking about him, I was like, I know this guy through his.
Everybody said I was crazy when I got into a fight with him in January. That I was being super immature, and that I shouldn't have had a fucking huge falling out with John in January. And it was over me making a comment on a YouTube video saying, "I wonder if A-Star lied in relation to his Chris Hansen video in passing as a joke." And then John dropped like 3 tweets in a row saying that I was attacking his credibility and that I was like being super like implying that I was like conspiring against him as somebody who I talk to like every day. Does it make you feel a bit weirder now in hindsight, Tommy, that he had such an adverse reaction to a passing joke I did on an
It didn't surprise me back then because he's been such a dick to me in the past on stuff like that. So he had such an adverse reaction about,
but now
and then lifting your joke,
about something like this, doesn't it make it like
you make an offhand comment or a fucking goof T-shirt contest in his joke, and he swung into action on that.
I put out a DM at the time because, by the way, Boblax was trying to get us to talk it out, and I said okay, I'll talk it out after stubbornly refusing for like 10 minutes, and then he's like, yeah, all right, let's do that. So then he reached out to John, and John said that basically he didn't want to deal with it or whatever and stuff like that. So I was getting mad that like. I'm noticing that like all these people are saying that I'm like a backstabber or whatever because of John's tweet, and I was getting a lot of messages and it was really bothering me. So so Augie comes to me and says, "Hey, dude, this guy reached out to me and wanted me to stop talking about the Chris Hansen video because it could be like used against him." And then I tweeted out John's DM, and then he called me within 5 seconds saying that like this needs to go down or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Does that answer your question about coming back, Drew?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about the commentary videos, but
yeah, he could come back. Well, yeah, that's all
No?
I'm saying. I hope he's able to come back and do something. But now everybody knows who he is. Maybe he can make something.
Is the manager stuff real or not? I don't deny that John probably has a manager. I don't know how he got unbanned on Twitter without one. None of us have those connections. John shouldn't have those connections. The reason that he said he couldn't get Tipster, Pescator, and A-Star unbanned is because his manager only managed him. He claims the manager is with a large group on YouTube, which I could believe, and that he was made because he was getting like million view videos off the top. One of them set him up with the manager, and then he worked with him or whatever. I don't believe that that's like some fallacy or something that just didn't happen. What I do think is probably the case is maybe he plays it up a bit too much and goes like, my manager says, because he wants to sound more important than he actually is. I don't know if his manager told him to not go on Drama Alert. I think still going on Drama Alert was the wrong thing to do, especially if you're like going to be a Weasley little liar. I'm sure like that would have been fucking nuclear for John, even if he wasn't lying. And regardless, though, I'm probably sure the manager didn't really. Dude, here's the problem. Like, think about it. We're drama YouTubers. We critique these things. When people make managerial fucking responses on their YouTube dramas and they fill these twitlongers and shit all over their timeline that are clearly written by somebody with like a legal background or like a non-YouTuber background, we clown on those people. We shit on those people.
Yeah,
so it was really like weird when I saw John Swan like take a legal, not like illegal, but you know what I mean? Like he took like a offhand approach to it. Like my manager says,
he said like a 10 million sub YouTuber or something, right?
He knows better than that. He's like made jokes about people who do that shit. I don't know. It reminded me like it was like he was responding to a Drama Alert interview the way Pro Syndicate responded to a rape allegation. It just was really fucking weird.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I thought it was bullshit when I heard it.
Is the Gene stuff fake? No, I've definitely had my docs.
I've seen the Gene stuff with my own fucking eyes.
I'm literally the guy. Dude, here's the great thing. If you want to go learn about Anonymous Gene from a video John didn't make, that's in my video. You can go find it in the second one I made. If you want to watch a Chris Hansen video that has most of John's talking points, that's also my video. You can watch the same one. It's the same video. It's all there, the blue one. And it was uploaded 2 months earlier. You can go watch it. It's great. I vetted it, so I know that it's real. Like,
oh fuck.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I would call it a night. Anything else, Captain Meat?
No, just want to shout out Boblat, shout out to Nick, shout out to True. Thanks for having me on.
I needed that. I'm kidding. Thank you.
Yeah, I need that shout out, you fucking peasant. Don't you know I'm Nick DiOrio and I have a manager?
No, dude, no. John's ego is now gone, so something else had to inflate the room.
Yeah, something else.
Nick's ego.
All right, I got to take one more shot because it's been a long time, but this is the last hit. Shadow question, quick. This has been going on way too long.
All right. Well, I just want to say, like, while we're talking about John and stuff like that, I just feel bad for Boblax and Tipster, honestly.
I do too.
They're
more
like,
Tipster than Boblax, but
someone tell Tipster he's got to stop tweeting, dude. It's got to stop.
Yeah.
They're gonna start shitting on him.
All right, Tipster, stop.
I feel bad for him. I feel really bad.
He's really
for him.
hurt though. Here's the thing. Like I remember, like talking.
He's
to him,
such a nice guy.
Yeah, like I remember I was talking to him the night the bad thing happened in of New Year's. So I was talking to him. I was just like, you can't let people like do that and what have you. He's like, Tommy, you know me. I'm always gonna take like the sensitive. And he does. He's just really, really sensitive. So it's not him virtue signaling. The same thing. This is kind of what got him in trouble with the fucking. When what happened to Apollo, he like went to Twitter to express his emotions, and it's not always a good place to do it. It's not a good place to do it. But I can say this: he's not doing it for a virtue signal. He's not doing it for clout. He's just. That's where he's going, and he probably should go to his wife. That's what wives are for. You sit her down and say, "I know this is a really stupid thing," and like, this is what I would do in his position. I know this is really stupid, and I know you think my little hobby on YouTube's stupid too, but I got to tell you something because I had my heart ripped out, and I want to talk to you about it. I think that's for her. I'd do that. I would. Never had to, so I'm not a bitch, but. No, I'm kidding. That's what I would do, seriously. So, yeah, tell Tipster to chill. Chill, Tipster, chill.
Yeah, and also one more question. For the video thing, is that ever gonna come out public, or is it gonna stay within like
if he comes out and calls me a liar, like I said from the very beginning, I do not recommend that. That's a very bad option. But now I guess he knows why. But regardless, I to be honest, I think the response has been fine. I think everybody has kind of had the right take. I don't think it's necessary to like cross that line. I think just knowing that it's there, just in case he ever wants to come back and pretend that it didn't happen the way he did, or he wants to try to manipulate his way out of this one. I have the performance, so.
Thank y'all, then.
I'm not gonna go tweet something because people were asking like, Nick, you just tweeted a huge allegation without screenshots. Yeah, if I do that at any point, you're allowed to question me, but know that if someone is like who's actively in the drama community is dumb enough to do that, they're probably not dumb and they probably know exactly what they're doing. There's no way I would have tweeted a whole thing out without having something like nuclear in the background to just defend it. I'm not usually the guy who operates without evidence. Yeah.
All right, Shadow. I'm going to call it a day. I put some men on before, and Leader, you're just too late. Talk to you later, Shadow. Take care.
All right, later.
I think I'm done. Drew, if you want to talk, if you want to talk afterwards, we'll go in the newsroom. Oh, wait a minute. I can't do that, can I? Did I put a 1 in the chat if you're going to be in the paid chat? I think I promised that, so I got to do it. Hey, look.
You know what sucks? This is just lastly, I just want to say.
Hold on a second. Look who's here. That couldn't be the same guy, could it?
Who's here? Who's here?
Nicholas
Nick.
Fioria.
Hey, Nick.
Hello?
What?
Okay.
Get out. All right.
Oh, it's Cobra. Hey, Cobra.
It is Cobra. Oh, look. We actually have the account. Oh, I'm going to put it in this thing. We actually have the account. Is this really Cobra? Is it really him?
Cobra.
Oh, shit. Hello?
Hello. Look. We actually have the account. That dream is ready to hear right now.
I was confused.
Dude, my favorite part of Lieutenant Cobra is that people are all saying John said the N-word, but it was definitely not John who said the N-word. And then there are tweets out there. Wait, Cobra, tell them what tweets are out there right now that are being made against you. I think you posted one in a group chat.
I don't know, people are calling John racist, even though it's me that said it all.
Because you're racist.
They were saying
right?
we can't let you get away with saying the N-word or something like that, and you were responding back with, "Yeah, I think I will though."
Yeah, I said okay to that.
Do you have anything to say? Funny? Anything to do, Cobra?
Anything? Funny.
Exactly, nothing. Like he's already sound like a heroin's kicking in. He talks like fucking Ringo Starr after a bender. Retard. All right, I'm done.
Yo, Tommy. Last thing. Augie just leaked the end between him and John. I felt like this might be interesting.
All right, fucking fire him up. I mean, now I'm gonna get sick of this. Boy, we covered everything on this motherfucker.
We're an hour and 10 minutes.
Check your Discord.
I just feel while you're getting them, I just feel bad. It's like I feel like that we've lost every other analytical commentator in the last 2 months that make long form videos.
Maybe because they got their heads up their ass and they're egomaniacs.
Don't say that. I'm like the last one. So.
Well, Nick, it's your time.
Well, don't be don't be
1 month from now, I'm gonna blow up my.
I'm tweeting this on my backup because the drama is dead.
We got nobody left, so let's go. Let's go. All go to Nick.
However, I'm going to archives. I found these DMs back in January. I criticized A-Star, and John was worried that I would give Hanson ammunition.
I tweeted these out before. This is what started our flow.
Yes.
Ended our fight.
I'm about to go live, and I'm not going to argue anymore. But forcing an implication like that is literally giving Hanson ammo. Like that's your fucking. Yeah, he told me about this when it happened. I'm like, why would you be concerned about Hanson giving ammo if it's not true? If it's true that he did that, you know what? I really think it's time to talk to A-Star. Somebody, you know what? So whoever's got my the Twitter account, let's hit up A-Star. Let's see if he wants an interview. Let's see, or at least willing to show with the phone that the fucking guy was fucking with his dad's band. I think it's time. I think it's time. Thanks to stream, Tommy. Great as always. Have a good night. You too. Real-talk. We're going to go live, but forcing implication will literally give you Hanson ammo. The exact thing that you're arguing against. People who love Hanson are going to hop right on top of that now when literally no one else was making that argument. No one else said anything about it for days. That thread was up. I just reread the thread today and thought I'd point it out. I'm not trying to feed ammo to anyone. I'm making a point. We can chat about this later, but it's literally what you're doing. Wait, you didn't say this to me. I fucking said wouldn't be fun. I made a joke. I wouldn't be funny if A-Star was lying because I know A-Star's fucking
Dude, John
full of
just
shit.
started coming in being like, Augie, shut it down.
Well, it's not my fault.
A-Star's in the chat, by the way.
I'm allowed to call all my friends at the risk of using those arguments. Plenty of these distractions have bored you all shit. You said the A-Star video was over the top deliberately because it's making fun of the
okay, all right. You had an issue with the video.
Yeah, but you said it was a parody.
Why it was.
Just went over my head.
The whole video parodied the documentary style.
Yeah,
That's what anyone who didn't watch the documentary, which I guess kind of fucked it up because I was supposed to make a video around the same time about the documentary, and it probably made no sense because John released his first, and I never put mine out. But yeah, the reason it was over dramatic and it had really documentary-esque music is he was making fun of the show. But
I think we need to make a hashtag. Hashtag A-Star should talk. Let's see. A-Star.
I think he's in chat.
Is he?
He's in chat.
Yeah, A-Star's in the chat saying, I'm already here.
Come on, bring it in. Let's go. I want to talk to you. And I'll give you a fair share. Bring it.
I spam the Discord. Yeah.
Wait, is that really A-Star or is this guy?
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know if it's a fake one.
Augie, you're. Yeah.
I might cut a bunch of.
By the way, Augie, like, dude, all right. Well, my friends have caused so much trouble for me. There's a guy in chat named America First with Nicholas Diorio.
I love that guy.
And it's a picture of Nicholas J. Fuentes' logo with my profile pic on it. And Augie made that. But do you know that there was a guy in a drama who tried to diss you with me in that picture? And he thought that I legitimately ran America First. There was a guy who unironically thought that I was Nick Fuentes.
Is A-Star like banned or anything? It is A-Star?
A-Star, yeah, A-Star just joined the server. I'm looking at the
you joined it
logs.
out? Okay, all right.
He's been waiting. Yeah,
But there was actually a guy named Bonza. I think he made a video on Turkey Tom.
A-Star,
who thought that I was.
I'm going to be what I'm not normally to you, fair, because I think you're an asshole. But that being said, we're going to wipe the slate clean here, and I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Were you a part of any kind of fucking conspiracy to fake that fucking like from Chris Hansen on your father's page?
Not at all, and I'm happy to show you anything that I can.
Can you put it on screen? For any chance?
Yeah. The one thing is with the screen recording that I think was put into question with my father. It has my father's name, all of his Facebook information, which I don't want that going more public. I'm willing to show you
offline or something like that. Okay.
That's
sorry?
That's not convenient. That's fine. I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to be a dick.
Well, actually, if you want to do it,
that's
if you don't even
probably-
trust me, you can do it fucking Nick, and I'll just take Nick's word for it. If that's what you want.
That's fine. I just don't want
to. Okay. I'll skip that question.
No, Tommy, you're staying up tonight. You're gonna go look at it. I ain't doing your homework.
Oh fuck.
Get fucked. Yeah, I know what you're doing,
it's
motherfucker.
1 o'clock in the morning, man.
I'm playing
All right.
Xbox. Go fuck yourself.
I gotta talk. All right. Well, maybe we'll get together. Okay. How are you feeling? Like this is I'm wiping the slate clean, so I'm having a legitimate. I'm trying to have a legitimate conversation. What were you?
I
like,
understand that.
How did you like? I mean, you're probably feeling pretty fucked up. I mean, this wasn't fair to you either. I mean,
no, I think it's the same for everyone. We all felt bewildered in the beginning. Some people didn't want to fucking believe it, and by the time we saw not only just confirmation, but seeing just how badly it went from the loose taking accountability tweet to going into hiding, it just made things worse and worse every time looking at it. And then the longer you think about it, you feel like, what the fuck?
Do you feel betrayed?
Why?
Do you feel betrayed personally?
Yeah, dude. I put my fucking neck out there like everyone else. And I trusted, because why would I doubt? And you know what?
Well, let me
I
ask you
should have
about that.
doubted.
Did he show any behaviors to you in the past that might have tipped you off? Because I'm one of the few people that's saying it was always there.
I don't think I necessarily saw anything there,
Okay.
and I can feel comfortable saying that because
Okay.
almost no one else did. I can
Well,
feel
look, people overlook stuff.
I can feel stupid and blame myself for not seeing that shit. With,
I'm
like,
not trying to
Pescatore
get
or
you
whatever.
to. All I'm saying, I wasn't trying to make that like, oh, you should have saw it. That's not. Maybe I framed it.
No.
People
I'm
have a
not-
tendency for people they care about to look on the best side of absolutely everything. I am no better than you, and you are no better than me in that category. We've all done it. Do you think, looking back now, there were some things you might have overlooked? That's the better way to phrase that question.
I don't think so.
Okay.
The only, for example, because I know people are pulling in a question. Oh, what else did he lie about? And that's a valid question. People
think it
should
is.
be asking that question.
Mhm.
The issue is that I've seen a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, whether it's Chris Hansen, Susie Liu, or fucking Nick and vouch for all the Deji shit. Like,
Sure.
that's all fucking true. That
Yeah.
stuff's vetted.
Those
But
guys
yeah, I
aren't
know
off
it's
the
vetted
hook
because I
because
wrote
John
the
got in
first
trouble.
video almost
Can you imagine Deji coming out? See, I'm not an asshole. Dream. You know, I mean, come on. It's not an argument. It's so funny. Deji wouldn't do that. I don't think he's.
Yeah, but I got a question, A-Star. Then why was he so fucking quick to? Because I was arguing with you about like the definition of a word predator. Why did
Yeah.
he drop in and say like you're like basically conspiring against me in the replies? Like where the fuck did that come from? Because he heard me like make a comment on stream or whatever jokingly.
We made a crack. It was just a crack. Nobody believed it one way or
Does
another.
it, do you think it's like a little bit weirder now? I mean, maybe we're looking too much into it because John made like a nuclear level, like unbelievable tier lie. But I just find it weird that like a month ago we had a really weird conversation about credibility, and then I found out he doesn't really value credibility very much.
That whole DM or like the one with the Augie about, oh, you're giving Hansen ammunition. That's John's take on that. Now, to me, I because you know where I stand with that as well. The case is like, great. Well, if Hansen decides to unprivate, which he did on the 10th, by the way, not like recently to celebrate.
Okay.
It was a case of like, okay, is he going to try to use whatever he can to use against me because I feel what I feel, and I don't even fully believe that's the case because I don't think he's gonna fucking win with that. But looking back at how John is now with credibility, you know, I guess I can see why he would think that everyone's just gonna go ahead and not bow down.
I don't believe this is it's such a weird narrative because like I've heard it said so many times, and I could have sworn John was part of this. Where like me, Augie, John, Tipster, we all say shit like, "If we fuck up, you can hold us accountable." If we fuck up, I want you to hold us accountable because everybody says we're a bunch of dipshit circle jerkers and we're not that. But when John called me and told me take down the tweet, I realized that like in some capacity, maybe they're right. And that's why I had to. That's why I had to.
We saw what John. You remember John defended the NCO over Destiny. Marriott probably
not that tweet to this tweet. Like
but see, that's my thing. But the signs were there before. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's fucking.
Yeah, James Marriott's a dipshit. I'm pretty sure he worked with John on a song like 2 months ago. So I don't. Really
I don't buy it. So I know what he's talking about. He's not throwing John under the bus. He's trying to throw us under the bus for fucking exposing John.
Well, actually, to me, the tweet read as though like, "Oh, this is why I'm not in the commentary community. Everyone's just infighting and hating each other." It's like you said, Tommy, incestuous. But like, you're not wrong about that.
Well, he's not. No, he's not wrong about that. But this is not that situation, and he damn well knows that.
He's not talking about John in the same level or capacity or critical eye that all of us are.
Yeah. Well, he screwed. You know, here's the thing, A-Star. You know, despite our past relationship, John screwed you. John screwed John. Nobody's talking about how he screwed Cordwit either. John screwed me. This lie had so much power it actually got into my circle. You know, like he fucked everybody. You know, he gave Keemstar. He gave Keemstar an opportunity to permanently ruin our credibility.
Well, if I have to bury John Swan, I think I can do it in a sentence. A lot of people are saying things like Susie Liu is going to now validly question certain things. I don't think. And I think along the lawsuit, she could probably question that pretty effectively. I think that would be
the lawsuit, but not what she's done.
Yeah,
not what's on
but then
record.
There's like the Deji stuff, which I've done a lot of the research on, the Hansen stuff, and I just want to give everybody the reminder that everything John put out, I put out 2 months before him. So all those things are valid. He probably just watched my videos. I'm just saying. All right, you don't have to discredit John. Just watch mine, dude.
No, you helped him tremendously.
Do I owe you a T-shirt or something for that that one joke ripped from Nick?
What was that? Oh,
I can't remember. It was something about like a T-shirt thing or whatever. Because,
I was giving it. It was just a T-shirt contest, and he suckered you into that one, fighting with me, and that's how we got off on the wrong foot. You know, I made an offhand comment. You guys, made it seem like I was fucking like criticizing his whole career.
His play button.
Well, there was that. There was that, and then there was me fucking defending Pescatore for the wrong reasons, not knowing that I was gonna.
You don't have a great record. Well, you do have a radio voice, and that's funny.
I heard you say that. And I appreciate that. I work as a voice actor.
I try to be fair, but I see. I don't have empathy for John. I lost it. I do have empathy for you and Cordwit. And despite our past meetings, I don't wish fucking Elastic lack of even Billy Beans. You know, I mean, I don't want fucking, I want you all to be successful, but you got to be. You can't fucking call people out. Can't grandstand unless you got your house clean. You can't live in a glass house, and I see a lot.
I can't believe anything. I mean, he agreed with this. I used to say it all the time. The easiest way to not get exposed on YouTube is to not be like an amoral dipshit. Yeah. You can always apologize for something you did wrong. You can't apologize for trying to dig your way out of it. Yeah. Like then they know. Like, how do you say, "Well, I'm sorry for being a conniving little weaselly liar"? Like, no, you're fucking sorry. You got caught. Yeah. Everyone's gonna like. I mean, like, I don't know what you want. If you say, yeah, I'm sorry I trolled him and then it blew out too far and I didn't mean for that to happen. I was just being a dick to some kid. Dude, it would have been like, oh, well, what a dickhead or whatever. And you would have moved right along. All you have to do in commentary to not be, like, exposed as, like a deviant fuckwit is to not, A, message anyone under the age of 18, and B, just don't go around doing fucking terrible shit behind the scenes. It's really not that hard.
But the temptation is because everybody knows. I always say this, right? It's what Keemstar taught me. You fucking collab, spark the drama, and make it look like the other guy did it. And that
it's a power trip. I know. I get it.
Yeah, but people do it. To me, when I say that, I think you hear like a cliche. I mean, it's literally fucking true. No,
it's true. It's just like, I don't think it's healthy to think like that. And maybe that's why my channel.
No, and you should judge people individually, but you never forget that shit. And John, I think John completely bought into that and was willing to play that game.
Dude, there's a rich fucking market for analytical content. There's a rich market to make videos on topics that are older. All these guys make daily videos covering the same daily topics and stuff like that. There is no need to pick a fight with Dream that you're never gonna win and then lie like a million times to promote a Cordwit video. Like there's no fucking reason to do anything.
Dopamine,
like that.
man. You just handle it better.
Mate, that's why the whole thing doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it kind of makes sense until you realize that, you know, he went into it completely knowing that he would fail. Like, there's no way you
I think I don't believe
maybe
that.
think that maybe he forgot he confessed last year. Like that
Or
could be
something. It could have been something like that.
Then how
But
could you forget that?
No, I'll tell you why.
I understand forgetting it and then remembering after you've buried yourself.
Yeah, no, it's the drug. It's the attention. Nobody absorbed the attention he was getting on Twitter that I noticed in John. John really liked being a Twitter star. He really liked being it. And you could see it was just like, well, it made me want to vomit personally. But you really could see that. And I'm telling you, I said this earlier in the show. When Baited broke up, I said to Dave, I could take this guy. Do you know how insane that sounds? That wasn't rational. That was completely like, I literally had to be delusional to say, I'm going to break up Beta and I'm going to take it. I'm going to get more famous and bang, bang, bang. And I watched Dave. I've done this before. And Dave was like, I don't know if that's a good idea. No, Dave, you always tell me to fucking calm down and shut up. I'm not doing it this time. Boy, that was a big mistake. And honestly, that was the result of the dopamine. I was so high on beta, I couldn't be stopped. And I really think that's the way he felt. Or at least contributed to it.
Stop being a fucking superhero. Stop trying to end fascism through your YouTube channel.
Be a dude.
Stop trying to fucking be a celebrity. Just make your videos and then just fucking do it whatever you want to do and spend your money.
And when you get shit on, deal with it. You know?
Yeah.
Whatever. A-Star, I'm going to let you go.
All big YouTubers should smoke weed all the time.
Yes, and smoke weed every day. A-Star, I think we're going to start off at a clean straight, me and you. I'm going to wish you the best of luck. I do have a great deal of empathy. It must be very, very difficult to you, and I mean that. And I really hope to wish the best to you in your YouTube career. You got a talent. You're born with a beautiful voice, and I do wish you the best. And we'll start off on clean.
Your twit longer was still fucking stupid, and I wouldn't have said that Chris Hansen.
Yeah, well, me and you are clean slate from right on until you show me otherwise. All right, A-Star?
Hey, man, I appreciate that.
All the best to you, and good luck with your YouTube
Thank you for having me on.
Take care. No, I do wish. I think that
God,
sucks.
that guy was such a fucking prick. I'm
No, we got it. I'm a man of my fucking word there, Diorio.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I did, but he got a raw deal. Cordwit got a raw deal, and fucking
Cordwit. he deactivated. I feel so fucking
Yeah.
bad. You know what I was gonna offer Cordwit? I don't know if I said this publicly. If it wasn't a video about Dream, I would have just voiced over John's part. Because I know he's gonna re-record John's vocals or whatever because it's his research.
anything we could do for him.
And he's gonna
tell that
talk
kid if there's.
But I can't. I don't want
anything we
to,
can do for him,
dude. I think it's wrong for me to be in a video about Dream with Cordwit right now. But I wish a bigger YouTuber would go in there and just give him like something, because he was getting a nice collab with John. He worked for 2 months on this video. I don't know if you know who Cordwit is, but he does like animation in his videos. This is not like an easy process for him. And he makes really good stuff. His channel's really starting to get off, and he just got fucked by John really hard to the point where they were sending like fucking vague suicide related threats to him and stuff like
I don't
that,
usually have
that he
700
didn't like. And
Here's what I'm gonna do. Put that in the chat. Fucking.
He's like the nicest person I've
Yeah,
ever
he's been nice to
fucking
me
met.
too.
Which means maybe 5 years from now he'll turn out to be a
complete
total. I'm
prick.
kidding. But Cordwit he's a really good kid. I recently had like a piece left over. If you haven't seen the video and you like my content, I did a collaboration with him where there was like a piece of a video that I was never releasing because of a different situation. But I'm in his more recent video. I gave him the audio for it and I gave him my research.
This is channel right here.
Yeah. I'm in that video, the one you were watching.
Yeah, the one right
Yeah,
here.
I just
200,000 views on that one. You know how long it took me to get a video with 200,000 views? This motherfucker did it at 12K.
And he really good kid. I hope it just sucks. I'm gonna watch that Crazy Anime video. I'm gonna check that out. So give the guy, Jesus, look at his views for somebody who had 100,000 subs prior to this.
It just blows. He had such a good collab set up that was going to be.
Dude, he had like only like 1,000 subs and he was getting 1,000 fucking views. That's incredible.
Yeah, I know his channel. I think he was at 6K when he uploaded it. He doubled his channel size. It's a really good video on T channels. The only issue with the video is at some points the music's a little too loud, which I don't even know why I'm bringing up right now as a small critique.
Oh, yeah, it gives you
other
fucking
than that,
commentator
he's going to
all
get
day.
better in time.
Yeah.
His face is good. His voice is good.
Well, just tell him to make more videos because the algorithm's not going to put him in recommended forever. Like,
That's
you
the
can't put a video
problem,
with-
dude. It took him 2 months to make the new one. It's like I don't know.
English guys, like some guys are really particular, man. So.
If there's a replacement for John, this is him. Go watch it.
All right, everybody. Yeah, we're gonna help Cord. He seems like a nice kid to me, and he's actually kind of reached out to me before over a situation I'm not gonna make public, but that I kind of like. I was like, I don't know, man. But now I probably should have. I think it's because I associated with him with them. I probably would have been a little more fatherly like I normally am, but. You tell that kid if there's anything we can do for him, we're gonna do it, and don't be afraid to ask. And I mean that. The kid got a raw deal. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this very special, long episode of Shock the Point. And if I'm not absolutely exhausted tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow, whatever.
Almighty, infinite, independent excellence. Devil
Can't get
fighting
over the
level,
time
Titan
change
smoking
now.
alchemists. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-Town to King's home, slapping fives, black stones, 6 mile to danger zones. Bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headlock.
I joined a incestuous brotherhood.